ureriosiek eng emoni.
Soameche aleji vijana tugul kaikai ongeboisie talenta chekikonech sikobit keboisie eng oret nekararan.
Kila betut nebo Jumatatu ak betut nebo komut kasi.
Age ganya gegere sait agele magatihan Emi Mama Chiri kotyendetab betutab rani kong'ete Bomet County.
Kikurenan Emi Turkut. Kainenyu nemi YouTube ko Emi Mama Chiri. Akase tanaino Jeiso, akase tanaino Baba, akase tanaino Baba, akase tanaino Kosir. Ng'ang'wano ng'otik chemi kong'u, netan tuguk chemi bara, tuguk cheuen ako mongen, asianain Kosir. Mi betut nekianabakach ale nabakakta, tiendo ki mwezi wa 10, ale nabakach. Kokinamyan aweke gaa akakase ale kamyan netot aame ale nanabur en ko nanaboru en kitanda same en kitanda konamda amet kitanda abakuyin ngeleliot any kora kananda we maendi kwa urahisi
Ngeleliot.
ngele
Chamge jitab kalenjina mangwengwe tugulole imete ko bye agigere keteshet nebo Kass Tv kigurena Jacqueline Arusei kabarastendet ne always ngalege ngoretab kabarunaik kigurena Umicherotich kitaune logoiwek choto kole kakwangat President William Ruto kibagengeitab EPRA netelelchin aletab mwanik eng emet koker kole kaichuchuch aletab mwanikab diesel eng silingishek alak 10 kotauge arawetab lo asimatestai kochilak biikab emet missing ko chemite sekta nebo loiset. Ng'alaling State House Mombasa komite akandoik kobun kibagengeishek cheterter chebunu sekta nebo loiset eng emet komwa Ruto kole kikotestai serikalinyi koib kakwautik chetakchingei koter aletab mwanik komatkolany missing yetesetai boriet eng emetab Iran. Akot konotok kokakon kurset Ruto eng kandoikab bolatet komatkoboisie kaimutyet nebo aletab mwanik eng yaetab bolatet kosubkei ak nekamwa kole kaimutyonotok komite I
have directed that in the pricing cycle, next pricing cycle, we are going to further reduce the price of diesel by a further 10 shillings for the June-July cycle to help stabilize pump prices and provide additional relief to consumers. Thirdly, through the government-to-government fuel supply framework, we have secured guaranteed fuel supplies despite global supply chain disruptions, ensuring uninterrupted fuel supply availability across the country. The arrangement has stabilized fuel pricing compared to the old spot market system, where prices fluctuated sharply every month. Before the G2G arrangement was introduced in 2023, oil importers faced intense pressure to secure US dollars within short timelines, driving rapid depreciation of the Kenya shilling and threatening fuel supply stability. By easing pressure on foreign exchange demand and ensuring predictable supply terms, the framework has protected the economy during the crisis as the one we have now. Without it, the country's situation, I tell you, would be much worse. And I want you people to talk to oil marketers. They will explain to you the kind of situation that was there in 2022 when we had a crisis like the one we have. Without a guaranteed supply, without the framework we have built, there would be a major crisis of foreign currency and there would be a major crisis of supply. The G2G arrangement has guaranteed supply even when we have disruptions, and has also made it possible for us to pay on terms that does not put pressure on our dollar reserves. I know there are those who are trying to turn this global crisis into politics. People seeking to exploit public pain for political gain, making reckless claims and pretending there are easy options. But leadership requires honesty, not political opportunism or playing populist politics. The reality is that no country can completely escape the global oil shock of this magnitude. Even advanced economies with far greater financial resources than Kenya are facing similar challenges. There are those asking government to remove all taxes and levies on fuel immediately. But we must ask ourselves honestly, if we stop collecting these revenues entirely, what public services shall we stop funding? Do we go back to the spectacle of stalled road projects that had become a hallmark across our country? Do we stop the fertilizer subsidy that is enhancing food security? Do we cut the security budget that helps us secure our borders, combat criminal gangs, and protect citizens? Surely, our hospitals and schools must continue to function, and we must continue to fund them.
Kago mange kwanyik chemitenga tetapke neba Ruto Two-Term Women Brigade in County neba Wasingishu agomagole wakatesta agobon osisiet aganyalilet kwanyik che robe eut elewenetap William Ruto ne inendet ko kama gole wendi ko kajini kama kwani joto gole bendi ko kajini inendet kasubet ko subkak paisionik chebo bandap tai jo testai ko sulai inendet engemet akot ko noto ko kama kwani joto gole ko testai ko borenju kaimutik chebo tausisiet alage en kwanyik che kajini kasubet kando inateta President William Ruto.
Kondojin Dr. Lea Chelagat kubun kibagenge notok pa kwanyik chebo Ruto Two-Term Women Brigade in County nebo Uasin Gishu komwae icheket kole mitei kotie boisionik chekitoi akosuldae President Dr. William Ruto.
Keesio kanyaliletab chepyoset agenge nekokibar nekilen Rachel Ndeto. Kokiesio na tunakashifu, kokiesio kele mami chepyosa age netokeboro, mami chepyosa netokinyolili. Kiteleli tugul ak arap Ruto akoi keit 2027 kimwa chepyosok tugul kele mangu matingunygun chepyoso amemwa ameiwe imwage mangu amu mitei kebebertanyo ko ki chepyosok mitei enge ngalekab law nenyo komitei ngalekab chepyosok aketie chepyosok serikalitab arap Ruto omangu leo bwa kebir kura maneno ya Rachel Ndeto neko kinyalili tunakataa akesioi tugul akelen mwami chepyosa age netokonyalili kou noto oyele ye omangu chepyosok kwak akori kok lagok kwak kakoech emet 2027 kebendi Singapore. Ruto how many term?
Ni kwa sababu yeye amesimamia mambo ya kuunganisha Wakenya wote. Ukiangalia katika chama chetu cha UDA, utapata kuna makabila yote, utapata hata kule kwa viongozi, unapata viongozi kutoka taifa lote la Kenya mahali ambapo watu wako. Kwa hivyo sisi tunapokuja pamoja, tunakuja hapo kwa sababu tunafuata agenda na tunasupport rais wetu.
Mwae kwanyik choto kole kokotestai kobun usisiet chongindab kwanyik mising ko icheket cherobe eut President Dr. William Ruto nenerekyin icheket baretab kwony agenge Rachel Ndeto nekoisuldae biik chetomo kenai akoi nguni eng konekit.
Katika Uasin Gishu chapter tunajua president anatoka Uasin Gishu hii na tumeamuka sasa kwa niaba ya wamama wote wa Uasin Gishu County kusema kwamba Ruto tunapigania mpaka arudi kiti mara ya pili. Rachel Wandeto ambao alikuwa amejiweka picha ya President Ruto. We condemn it. It was really brutal, and we really want to say women should not be cowardized for fighting their democratic right. This country is a democratic country whereby everyone's opinion on democracy is valued, and therefore as women we call upon all women of this country, let us not be cowardized. Let us fight for our spaces. Like in the constitution, we are given the 2/3 gender rule, and we must fight for the 2/3 gender rule in this country. Kimeje kinde toget picha itabara Ruto kebaru kele kisupporteni, hatuwezi kaa nyuma ya tent na tukisema tuna support nyuma His Excellency the President. Tukiwa kwa matatu, tukiwa hata kasini, tukiwa hata kanisani, tukiwa wapi, tumeweka picha, tutaweka picha wa Ruto kwa kichwa yetu juu. Hatutaficha tena. Tutaweka kwa sindiria yetu, tutaweka kwa manguo ndani, lakini tutaweka picha His Excellency the President hapa kwa kichwa. Ndio mwenye anataka kuja kuua wamama ajitokezee saa hii. Wakenya waone.
Kamwe jagat kole nyalu konyor imanda familia nebo Rachel ako some kwanyik alak chebune kaimutik cheu chotok chebo usishet komongei akichek.
Wasingishu wako pamoja na wewe na tunasema nini? Ruto 2 term. Kwa hivyo tena tungependa kama wamama tuna condemn ambapo wamama wetu wanauawa kwa sababu ya kuweza kukampeinia president. Ningependa kusema Wandeto amelala, lakini tunasema rest in peace our hero, kwa sababu tuko wengi nyuma yako na umeua moja, lakini tunataka mtambue ya kwamba wamama ambao tunasimama na Ruto tuko kwa namba kubwa, na wamama tunataka kusema tuko hama hatuko, tuko hama hatuko, na ni demokrasia yetu kama wamama tuweze kupatiwa nafasi yetu ya kuchagua president ule tunataka, na president wetu tumesema ni nani? Ruto ndio president wetu.
Akot kunotok komache kwanyik chotok koistoegei kandoik polotet neibu pcheetab bororioshek mising ko chemengindos eng kibagenge kobun kebeberwek chotok chenootin kou cosmopolitan.
And we will ensure every woman in this country is given of importance kwa kila mrengo. Kama ni kazi ya ofisi apewe nafasi, kama ni kiti ya kuchaguliwa apewe nafasi. Whatever a man does, a woman does best.
Kongatika taunetab Eldoret eng county nebo Uasin Gishu, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Isaac Kogei.
Kagomwa Principal Secretary eng Ministry nebo National Treasury Dr. Chris Kiptoo kole tesetai serikali ak tetutik cheterter chetakchinigei keker kele kakiregune alyetab mwanik nekotestai kolany eng emet. Kong'alale eng komasta nebo Tindiret eng county nebo Nandi eng kasarta nekamite ak kandoik alak chebo Kenya Kwanza, komwa ine kole kokotyem serikalitab President William Ruto kokanapta bandab tai nebo emet ole karitai ine kaimutik cheterter chebitu kobun ematunwekab sang chekokwai kolany alyetab mwanik eng ng'ony komugul.
Kamwa Dr. Chris Kiptoo kole anganda kokotestai kobit wakat eng emet kotinygei ak alyetab mwanik, komanyolu kerirte nitab President William Ruto.
About 5 years ago, we had this challenge of COVID-19, which was a major shock to our economy. Then it was followed by Ukraine-Russia war. And by the time His Excellency the President took over power, inflation had gone up and it had reached 9.6% by October 2022. But we took a lot of measures at the National Treasury working with Central Bank. And I can tell you that we succeeded in stabilizing the economy. We managed to bring down inflation. Inflation had come to as low as 2.7%.
Kamwa ine kole kinam serikalit President William Ruto eng kasarta nekikakwa barak uindab sabet, ole kikotyem ine korekune uindab sabet eng emet.
Our shilling, which had been weakened, became stable. And up to now, is still, despite the pressure that is coming out, the shilling is still holding on, steady. This is because we also build up external reserves at the central bank. And interest rate had come down, and our economic growth rate is still among the fastest. The average growth rate for the world is 3.3%. Sub-Saharan Africa is 4%. And for Kenya, the last average growth rate is 4.6%, and in the last 5 years has been 5%. So generally, it is doing well.
Kounoto koyamis ine kole kokotyem serikali kocheng walutiet netakyingei kerekune alyetab mwanik eng emet.
I don't know of any country except those that are oil producing that have not been affected. We have responded to the much we can using the facility we have, what we call Petroleum Development Levy, and we have also adjusted VAT on petroleum from 16% to 8%. And today, you have also had further announcement by the President on further reduction of diesel prices. So I want to assure you that we are working under the leadership of His Excellency the President to make sure that this matter is addressed.
Karupteni tembi nebo Marakwet West Timothy Toroitich nekamwa ine kole nyolu kekochi President William Ruto kasarta nebo kocheng walutiet nebo kaikeny netokyingei keistogei kaimutikab mwanik eng emet.
We have a global issue kwa mambo ya mafuta, na kwa hivyo tunataka kuambia Wakenya wavumilie. Tunashangaa kuna watu walifunga barabara huko Thika Super Highway, huko sijui wapi, na kunyang'anya watu simu, kuchoma magari ya watu, kuua watu. I want to say ya kwamba mambo ya protests is protected by our constitution, but the law says you must do so peaceably and unarmed.
Kosubkei ak MP nebo Tinderet Julius Meli ak MP nebo Baringo Joseph Makilap konyalu eng bororietab Kalenjin kokochi tiet President William Ruto mising eng lewenisiet neo nenyone eng netestai bororiet konyoru kelchin nebo tetutik cheterter chebo bandab tai.
Ngetalache biikab tugenis kengen serikali kiukwer serikali 24 years koribech biikab Nandi direct bila kupingwa. Sasa tumepata presidency after 20 years. Moi alienda 2002. Usijaribu kitu naitwa upinzani.
Kama ulipoteza kipande, enda kata kipande na ni free of charge. Kimejerani Tinderet sub county 70,000 voters. Ananune? Agemeken sure kele kakinyoru kurainik akikonyoru kikocherop Ruto 2 term. Ananune? 2 term amu kosir mwalimuinik 100,000. 2 term amu kokonech lamisiek area ini. 2 term amu kokonech sitimok chechang.
Kangalaldos kandoik eng sukulitab sekondari nebo Father Martin Boyle eng Tinderet eng ikorta nebo kawektaetab kongoi kosubkei ak walutik chemiachen. Ole kamwa MP nebo Tinderet Julius Meli kole borchinkei ine koro kole kachut kipsomaninik tugul eng Tinderet sukulishekab barak.
Nilipoanza hiyo program yangu ya graduate in every home, watu wengi walikuwa wanasema inawezekana kweli. Muliona juzi Taja St. John, tulikuwa kwa Isegem kule juu, sukuli na kikinomyoin. Kogimite olimba taunet sokosik ano kwa hii sub county ni karibu wanafunzi 2,000 wameenda university. Amejo alejo imugokse kapchi age tugul lagok kitinye mut kobendi university tugul mutu. Ananune?
Kong'etegei county nebo Nandi logoiwekab emet chebo Kass. Kainenyu ko Nelson Tarbei.
Kakonyor asenet MP nebo Chesumei Paul Biego eng kasarta nekotestai kambakosiek cheyae chemung'arainik chebo sekta nebo loiset kosubkei ak alyetab mwanik. Kamwa Biego kole koibet lorit nebo alyet nesire million 20 nekokibokchi akebel eng Naivasha.
Ane nguno orire lorit nekokibel, lorit nebo chepkondok chechang chemarekune 20 million nekong'et biik komachip kobut lorit akoib tuguk akomi lorit parking. Ako kokinai kele lorini kobunu olimbo Eldoret amu komi lorini Naivasha kokoitoi beek.
Notok ko asenet agenge eng chechang chekinyor chemung'arainik kobun tokwek cheterchin yekingeng'emen akebele mung'arosiekwak eng kasarta nekitesetai kangelelchinetab boisiet eng sekta nebo loiset.
Tos kotako maandamano chebo tiletab mwanik anan kokowalak maandamano koek ng'alek alak chechang amu akose konyigis mulelanyu amu ng'alek chetesetai eng emenyo nebo Kenya.
Kamwa Biego kole kikibel lorinoto eng kasarta nekikitui misiget ole kichor barnotik boshek anan beek akobel lorinoto.
Asomok biikab kutit, biikab bororiet, ngomi kiy neu maandamano komeche keyai maandamano eng kalyet. Mongen ole namdogei ano ng'alekab strike nebo matatu kot keit kebut lorit ipkeib tuguk ako yekakeib tuguk ang yamach police nyoko leji vijana oistegei anan koleji biikab boror oistegei kong'et bichotok po Naivasha ko ineregek konam lorit akobel.
kosom ine barnotik koyai kambaget nebo kalyet ako meto chorset ak ng'emetab malikab biik.
Bas amache amwochi vijana chebo emet tugul. Oye, ongenai kele mi kit nekele ng'oki. Ngomi kit nekele strike, oye ongeai strike anan maandamano ing oret nenyolunot. Ako ongeboisie amasiarap ko ngomi kit neu maandamano keai kit neu yo kakiteken advantage. Yani ketoi ng'unondit, ketoi in matatet puch, ketoi kebirgei puch, ketoi kebelso, ketoi kechorso. Asomok vijana ale ma oret notok ongeai maandamano ing tolosiet.
Tesetai chikilisiet kotinygei ak yautyonoto kimong'u kenam ak kirwokyi ichek chekitinygei ak yautyonoto. Aripotenjini Kass logoiwekab emet eng county nebo Nairobi. Kainenyu ko Samson Kurgat.
Karuteji Arabal mkutani wa Baringo South Committee nebo Implementation neindochin Raphael Wanjala nebo Budalangi ak alak eng MPs cheboto Hilary Kosgei nebo Kipkelion West ole katestai kokas kaimetabkei kobun bororiosiek chebo Ilchamos, Endorois ak Pokot ak KFS kotinygei ak namunetab forest nebo mkutani.
Ing orton katestai eng committee nebo implementation indochin neten Raphael Wanjala koboto MP nebo Kipkelion West noton ko Hilary Kosgei kokomwochi committee noton meng'ikab komusikyoton chebunu bororiet nebo Pokot koboto nebo Endorois kole kikitoi kebeberta noton bo ripsetab timwek anan ko Kenya Forest komamiten kosyinet anan ko public participation. Kini koesio icheket bororiet nebo Ilchamus akomwa icheket kole kakwautiet koboto katuiyetab kei netinyegei ak komusikyoton bo Mokotane Forest kakwautiet nebo istoetab conservator nebo ripsetab timwek eng emet noton ko Alex Lemarkoko ako tiengei bororiondi nebo Ilchamus noton ko agenge bororiet neming'in nemiten komusikyoton.
Mali watu walikuwa wanaishi na watu wakafukuzwa. Sasa tulipotaka kurudi tunaambiwa sasa hapa ni forest ya serikali.
That this decision ya kupeana hii forest ya Mukutani, it was a voluntary decision, it was a collective position, it was a deliberate position. Page 5. Sasa kama sisi jamii hivyo ndio tulifanya. Hakuna mtu mwenye alitulazimisha. Sisi wenyewe ndio tuliamua.
Kama mnataka forest, kama watu wa KFS waka hapa na mnataka tukue na forest, mkuje mtuambie maana ya hii forest itasaidia nini kijana, itasaidia nini mama, itasaidia nini jamii ya Ilchamus, itasaidia nini jamii ya Tugen. Hii Community Forest Association wao wako na maoni gani? Wao wataongea ama hawezi ongea? Kwa sababu pia wao tunataka watuambie how did they establish this Mukutani Forest.
Chukutuget chebo meng'ikab komusikyoton ngamu kong'olonji committee noton po implementation nakamanet nebo ng'echeret MP Raphael Wanjala kole ikochin arawet agenge asikobit kokon walutiet kosubkei ak katuiyetab kei noton po moyet nebo kebeberta noton po Mukutani Forest.
Tumeongea vizuri na tumechukua memorandum zenu na tunaenda kuangalia na kuzisoma, alafu in the next 1 month mtakuwa mnapata ripoti yetu.
Sisi tukasema hatuwezi kutoa uamuzi huko kwa bunge kwa sababu ya makaratasi na mabarua ya mapenzi ama barua za uchochezi ambazo zimeletwa huko. Tukasema lazima tukuje tukae chini na watu wetu tuwasikilize ili tutoe kesi ile itaridhisha watu wote.
Kwa ng'etenda ontab kabarnet Baringo County lokab emet chebo Kass ane ko Tom Chepsoi.
Kangomwa ng'alalindetab serikali Isaac Moura kole rutoitab president eng emetab Azerbaijan ak Kazakhstan koikimit tilyandit nemie eng kwenutab emetab Kenya ak emotinwechotok. Kates komwa Moura kole bitu keljinoik chechang kobun rutoyotok koyai President William Ruto cheboto yaetab mung'aret eng kibagenge eng kwenutab emetab Azerbaijan ak Kazakhstan.
Mheshimiwa Rais amekuwa safari yake ya siku 5 kutoka tarehe 17 Jumapili mpaka tarehe 21 Alhamisi mwezi wa Mei huu, ambao tumekuwa tukiona manufaa mengi. Wengine wanakuja kujiuliza, je, ni manufaa yapi ambayo tunayapata? Sasa hivi kuna usafiri ambao unaanza ndege kutoka Nairobi mpaka Astana, na pia itafungua mambo ya utalii, mambo ya kilimo, mambo ya biashara, mambo ya kidijitali, mambo ya kawi, nishati. kwa sababu wao wameendelea kiasi kidogo katika mambo ya nishati, na pia kuna wawekezaji ambao watakuja kuweka makampuni yao ya kuwe na makao makuu hapa katika nyanja za kiteknolojia, mambo ya kilimo, mambo ya viwanda, mambo ya usafiri na pia mambo ya ujenzi wa nyumba. Mambo haya yataweza kutusaidia kuhakikisha kwamba tumeweza kupata uwekezaji wa kutosha na pia Wakenya wetu wameweza kupata ajira. Pia ukiangalia ule mfumo wetu wa soko huru la Afrika nzima ambayo inaitwa kwa kimombo AfCFTA, utahakikisha kwamba Kenya ndio kitovu kikuu na pia mlango wa kuingia katika Afrika nzima. Na pia tunaangalia kwa sababu kuna ule usafiri ambao kati ya Asia, bara Asia na Europa. Nchi hizi mbili ziko hapo katikati. Kwa hivyo itatusaidia sana ili watu wetu waweze kupata wale ambao ni watalii kutoka maeneo yale, kwa sababu unajua sasa bara Hindi ndio sasa hivi kuna ukuaji mkubwa sana wa kiuchumi katika ulimwenguni. Pia masuala mengine ambayo yanashughulikiwa hapa ni mambo ya elimu, kuhakikisha kwamba Wakenya wanaweza kupata elimu katika vyuo vya kule, na pia kutafuta mambo ya AI na mambo ya kiteknolojia na utafiti ili tuweze kushirikiana kwa mambo kama haya. Haya sio mambo tu yatatendeka tu hivi karibuni ama kesho, ni mambo ambayo tunaangalia tu ya muda mrefu. Tumeanza sasa hivi ule uhusiano utakuwa ni mambo ambayo yatatusaidia kwa njia ambazo zitatufaidi. Kwa hivyo wale ambao wanafikiri kwamba uhusiano huu ambao tumekuwa nao na nchi hizi kwamba hutamfaidi Mkenya, wangoje waone uhondo ndio sasa kwa yale ambayo tumeona na ile mikataba ambayo imetiwa sahihi, ndiposa tuweze kufaidi kwa pamoja. Kwa hivyo watu waache porojo na tetesi na stihizai ambazo zipo katika mitandao ya kijamii, ni kama kudhihaki ule uhusiano mwema ambao umejitokeza na nchi hizi zote mbili. Na tunamshukuru
Kago mange alake ngasubi ngapchama itapudie in county ne Bomet ako sam gando gabulatet agasubi kwa gogergole karib kalet ngasari kitakchinge campaigns chebalo initiate ne onenyone kamache gole bariet neki takchin agenge na neki kitakchagenge ne some ngejere tapseneting townita Bomet chip crew connect komanyalu akonyalu kikochichi agetugul boroindo nebo kosom ngejeret nemache.
Kosubkei ak kasubikab chametab UDA en county nebo Bomet konyolu en kandoindet agetugul neibeljingei boroindab kandoinatet agetugul koker kole karib kalyet ak kobakach ng'alek cheimuch koib suryondit en kwenutab biikab emet.
Kosubkei ak campaign nongen ale political temperature nebo siasa komi barak nguni. Ko ng'olyono amoche amwochi chi agetugul nesome ng'echeret, kergei ko nebo MCA, nebo governor, nebo senator, nebo women rep ak nebo MPs. Kesomen kalyet matoal biik kuns asikoburburen tuiyosiekab biik alak. Amang'u ale Bomani ko kokiboru kalyet, kiyoino ko kiwendi Matiang'i en yu o mokitiny, kitany biikab Bomet ak kowechigei, komwache chi akwechigei. So en chi agetugul nesome ng'echeret kochamdaat, lakini mokimoche kial kuns koburburen tuyet nebo mwanasiasa age. Anibuch kimoche kalyet en Bomet ak kechome kalyet ako kibo UDA biikab Bomet 100%.
Mokemoche kekas ng'alekab biik cheburbureni tuyet, ngokas kole miten nenyone Bomet kosome ng'echeret konam koburburen tuyet. So mokemoche kekas biik cholelen en Bomet kete Bomet. Raia ko echek chekete Bomet, mokemoche biik chebongoni kuns kole keburburen tuyet. So echek biikab Bomet ko koketikleren kele kisupporteni chepkurui en ng'echeretab senator.
Kabit niton en kasarta nenwach yekin kibokyi anan kebaworionji musetab kalyet en taonitab Bomet yekin koyai tuyet agenge neibeljingei ng'echeretab senator en county nebo Bomet chepkurui Konez ole kiit kemus tuyonoton ak kinam kewirgei akoiwek.
Kemoche kosopcho kichanaekyok, mokemoche chekiolchin biik maiwek asinyon kowir kandoik. Kokeesye ne, okimoche kosopcho kichanaechu, mokemoche takeboisien en bogol. Kimoche keker kele kakikochi empowerment ak kosopcho akichek. Kosopcho biikab pikipiki, kosopcho kitinye biikab rambit chenyolu moe toretet, kitinye biikab pikipiki, kitinye shusainas, kitinye mama mboga chekimoe kosopcho. So kimwoini chepkurui kamut anyun kokoti seneta nenyon amakiwire kwondo. Yon kaiorogen chi inai ile ibe chepkurui ng'echeret seneta komatiorogen, amache iwechigei ak inai ile wendi one term. Yon kaiwir kwondo ko kaibeku en siasa, makiwire kwondo en emoni. So echek ko kichana ko kaketilgeren kele kimoche sobet, makemoche bogol, makimoche maiwek, makimoche ibir biik, kimoche sobet ak kesom okakotiagei kichanaek kole makemoche boriet en Bomet. Kimoche kalyet, ototakekas chito mi biik chelele kete Bomet, Si chekete bomet ko chuto chuikere chuto. Chukere ko chekete bomet. Mami chekete bomet.
So kimoe kemwa kele boriet nekimi town komakiyoni ko ki business community. Akot komi chito nemuche kwolchi biik maiwek konaat biik en town komakiyoni ko ki chemung'araik. Kimoe atmosphere nekararan en town sikeyaen biashara. Ako ii kalyan chichi muche kwolchi chito maiwek amondoo kos. Kalyan chichi alchin chito maiwek amaolchin ot kechiket. Kalyan chichi alchin chito maiwek amaolchin ot kit nekimweten karisiek. So kakimwa ko ki meng'ikab Bomet ak chemung'araik kele enough is enough. Ako direction nekokwo ko kaketkei emet. Kibandet ng'alek chemwoe chito kolo Tibi State ko Tibi State kibandet netinye chitugul. Kit nomosom meng'ikab Bomet itil kibandet ak itil kurayat amun banda nekibendi komakimunye kimoe koik tsunami.
Onyo kali kutoka kwetu, tunawaambia na msikize vizuri. Hiyo mawe yenye mnatupa mtakuja kutuambia sisi kama wamama hatutaki mawe, tuna support mama wetu ambaye Mungu ametupatia. Kibage support mama. Kibage support mama. Magicha mdai mama ngamu mama ko nota netie. Mama ne gono ribetab lakwet.
Kora kosom ichek chi age tugul netom kosirgei koik birindetab kura koker kole kasirgei asikomuch kolewen kandoik chemoche. Kong'eten county nebo Bomet, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyun ko Festus Rono.
Kakokimit kampunit nebo Coca-Cola kole tesetai kokochin neranik toretet neimuktechin konyor kelchin nebo talentaisiekwak. Kamwa kampuninoto kole kokolumda tetutiet nenat ko uwezo kwa vijana netokyingei kokochin neranik 3,000 toretet asikonyor kelchin kobun boisietab talanta.
The reason why we are here is because we have a partnership with emerging leaders. This program is important to us because part of our sustainability pillar is economic inclusion. And in economic inclusion, we believe in empowering youth, differently abled people, and also women. And reason being, we are a responsible corporate citizen, a member of the society, and we have a lot of youth, women, and differently abled people who live amongst us in areas that are quite underserved. The importance of this partnership with emerging leaders is because as CCBA Kenya, we found a partner who we've been able to together jointly create a program where the participants of this program are able to at least have a mindset shift. Then afterwards, we are able to work with them, empower them in their commercial ventures. Some of them, for example, it will be interesting for you to know that they are going to be our commercial partners in the sense that they are starting from just the small roadside kiosk all the way up to where their dreams reach. So it's important to see that because of this program, the mindset shift is happening and the commercial acumen of the participants continues to grow day by day.
Wakati nilimaliza training, hiyo siku ya kumaliza training, nilienda nikafungua duka. So hiyo duka imenisaidia sana. Ile hand to mouth imeisha. Hata naweza save mimi mwenyewe. Yes. Na through hizo savings, nilifanya savings na nikajua kusave, nikajua ukisave unaweza fanyia kitu important. So nilifanya kitu important hapo mbele. Mahali nimetoka, yezi define penye naenda. Cause kwa hii program nililearn vitu mingi. Hata mimi mwenyewe nililearn neza employ familia yangu. So through ile program yenye nilisoma about savings, nilichukulia hiyo savings na nikafanyia kitu possible, nikachukulia kijana wangu motorbike. So hiyo motorbike anajisaidia hata yeye na pia mimi napata kipato. Neza encourage young people, women, even wale wenye wako na disability. Hii kitu isiwafungie. Haina age limit. So kusoma, the sky is the limit. Anaweza kuja anytime na kihitaji pia anaweza niambia. Anaweza mpeleka penye hizo classes ziko.
So before this program, I used to be that person who didn't have a stable income because I used to depend on just small businesses at the ground, selling mandazis, working for campaign people during campaigns, going to mjengos to look for water and supply them. So I just had these small short-term employments which were not that consistent. That's why I was in and out of employment. As a result of the program, I learned that personally I have an amazing potential and I am a leader. And by understanding that I am a leader, I have to change the way I think. And by changing the way I think, I was able to look for new ways and I was able to understand how can changing my mindset enable me to go out to spaces which would help me to get an employment or even put myself out there for exposure so that I can get a stable income. So as a result of the program, I have learned that all that I need for me to succeed is deep inside of me because I have an amazing potential. As a leader, I learned that changing my mindset will enable me to change the way I think, and changing the way I think will enable me to network with people who will help me grow. And as a result of this, I was able to go out, set aside and look for ways that I will be able to earn my income more. And it led me to me having a stable income, which helped me to boost my family and my people that I love.
A significant number of things have changed in the context of people's everyday lives, the way that they see themselves, the way that they carry themselves. But one of the biggest shifts that we've seen is the move from dependency to interdependency. So we at the beginning of the program, there was like a 56% dependency rate of those that were relying on their family, on their friends, on their neighbors to support them. And many of those were single stay-at-home mums, so they didn't kind of see a future for themselves. Just saw this is my reality, this is where I'm going to be. At the end of the program, as they come through, we've seen around that drop now from 56% to 10%. Women are beginning to see themselves as entrepreneurs, as business women, beginning to realize that they can begin to take ownership and responsibility for the story that they want to write for their family, for their kids. They're beginning to change the cycle of hopelessness within their communities and within their families, becoming role models for other mums in their neighborhoods who are now aspiring.
Chitab kalenzin gagi tukchata ga metab logoy chok cheba imet gagi much kibun ngete studio nebo Kass Tv gongoy missing habarandan gay gone jiger logoy ga bemet kigurena Jacqueline Rusey ga parasta ndet ne go walwech ngaleke ngore tab kabarunaik kigurena umicherotich amagun kitage tugulemi.
Baraton College ko tertiary institution nebo higher learning ne igoitoi somanet ne ititaat ago ne nyumnyum lipanetab school fees. Igoitoi courses chenamege ak kasari je inyoru ne boisiet ko getar. Igoitoi ije courses chebo artisan certificate, diploma, degree ak masters programs in education, animal health and production, computer science and information technology, geriatrics, nenotogo professional caregiving, theology and psychology, business and technical courses. Tindoi mornog Baraton College eng Eldoret ak Kapsabet. Nai iletesetai intaganguno asina jajangi irutaji website eng www.baratoncollege.ac.ke anango email eng baratonacademic@gmail.com. Imuji gora ibersimet eng number 0714 486 039.
From 11th June to 19th July, everything can wait. The FIFA World Cup 2026. Get DSTV access for as little as 1,450 Kenya shillings today.
Over 1,900 games brought us here, but history doesn't care about the journey.
The Premier League is the best league in the world.
La Liga is far and beyond the biggest winner.
It only remembers how it ends. You bought it. 8 titles. 1 month of mayhem to decide them all. Stay connected and watch GoTV to catch the football season finale this May. It's on.
Twende kazi. So kama gebonea sasa.
Kika kama gebonea.
County na bogericho joro nok to wala so muji duwe wala si meti ni ria request ngo ngata si ani milanji bolle iko se tienda namna namna ko to chakula so number 07
were ke uren chumba the innovator. So where out in the studio? Where out in the studio? Ako kwake?
This innovation radio. Moja mwala it's a dream to radio. 96.7 nani radio Rombo FM radio mashinani. Home of talent. nekatestai nguno ko tetutiet noton nebo ilot.
In act like consular and mixer.
To mixer nguno.
Namba kawaida namba studio.
Ko toreton ko koito sautit kwa on air. Yes.
So this is your transmitter now.
My transmitter now. Innovation transmitter. Ko miginat tune ba sa tinyen yo.
Hapo.
Kuigere uno no ko this motherboard nekiangoingo hipo TV. This motherboard nikiagerchiro hipo TV. And then I fix tuguchu. Ukiona move from other spare parts for radio.
Unapataje frequency?
Acha ingine frequency. So lo nyorunda frequency mucha wa place tu tulwetu uno. Na muni ngile tulwetu ko any stations.
Lene ureriosiek ketuitosi eng tetutiet nebo Lene ureriosiek elekitokyinige ng'wondet nebo ureriosiek.
Course haikuwa mzuri sana, ilikuwa mbaya.
Kong'eten chopchinetab kei nebo rwoik chebo emetab Kenya kochopchingei labatosiek cheterter ak urerenik chebo emet nebo Kenya. Koboto kora ng'alalutik chebo ng'amotik chebo ureriosiek eng emoni.
So ameche alechi vijana tugul kaikai ongeboisie talenta chekikonech sikobit keboisien en oret nekararan.
Kila betut nebo Jumatatu ak betut nebo komut kasi.
Ganya gegere sait agele magati. Mama Chiri ko tiendetab betutab rani kong'ete Bomet County.
Kigurenan Emi Turkut. Kainenyu nemi YouTube ko Emi Mama Chiri. Akase tanaino Jeiso, akase tanaino Baba, akase tanaino Baba, akase tanain kosir. Ng'ang'wan ng'otik chemi kong'u, netan tuguk chemi bara, tuguk cheuen ako mongen, asianain kosir. Mi betut nekianabakach ale nabakakta tiendo ki mwezi wa 10 ale nabakach. Kokinamyan aweke gaa akakase ale kamyan netot aame ale nanabur en ko nanaboru en kitanda same en kitanda konamda amet en kitanda abakuyin ngeleliot angora bananda we maendi kwa urahisi
ngeleliot
ngeleliot amuni kibare biik aeng'u lakini mi kora
ne biik aeng'u lakini maistoge
lakini makase ngeleliot ine
Mearire pagatuna wagat kianyoru iptayene bokon megako. Mearire pagatuna wagat kianyoru iptayene bokon megako. Kainenyu ko Blessed Bright Towet abunu Uasin Gishu County Tarbo Ngenyele atienindet netieni tienwogik chekilasune Jehova. Yetuye Jumapili tarik 24 sait somok nebo karon kemite tetutietab Bongitoror kemiten ak Samson Kurgat en Kass TV chopchingei kaberuret kongoi.
En uitugul ole imite atochin missing en tetutietab kaskasari nekibun kabaibaitetab kei kobun tienwogik cheterter cheu bongo Afrobeat amapiano ak alak chechang missing. Ker ile kotuye ak anendet Cherotich Toche kila Jumamos kong'etke sait 4 nebo karon.
Baraton College ko tertiary institution nebo higher learning ne igoitoi somanet ne ititaat ako ne nyumnyum lipanetab school fees. Igoitoi courses chenamegei ak kasari che inyoru ne boisiet koketar. Igoitoi ije courses chebo artisan certificate, diploma, degree ak masters programs eng education, animal health and production, computer science and information technology, geriatrics, nenoto ko professional caregiving, theology and psychology, business and technical courses. Tindoi mornok Baraton College eng Eldoret ak Kapsabet. Nai ile tesetai integenguno asina jajangi irutaji website eng www.baratoncollege.ac.ke anan go email eng baratonacademic@gmail.com. Imuchi kora ibir simet eng number 0714 486 039.
From 11th June to 19th July, everything can wait. The FIFA World Cup 2026. Get DSTV access for as little as 1,450 Kenya shillings today.
Over 1,900 games brought us here, but history doesn't care about the journey.
The Premier League is the best league in the world.
La Liga is far and beyond the biggest winner.
It only remembers how it ends. You bought it. 8 titles. 1 month of mayhem to decide them all. Stay connected and watch GoTV to catch the football season finale this May. It's on.
Twende kazi. So kimagebonea sasa.
Kimagebonea.
Live again na wiga imwe yongeten kana setup sere tu libiten en Belcourt. County na bogericho. Choronok tugul so muji gwe bara simeti iri ai request ngu ngete si oni milanji bolle iko setienda namna namna kore to chakula. So number 407.
Wewe keuren Chumba the innovator. So wewe hata nini studio? Wewe hata nini studio? Ako kwake?
This innovation radio. Moja mwala it's a dream to radio. 96.7 nani radio Rombo FM radio mashinani. Home of talent.
Ina act like consular and mixer.
To mixer nguno.
Nambo kawaida nambo studio.
Go toreton go koita sautit ko on air. Yes.
So this is your transmitter now.
This is my transmitter now. Innovation transmitter. Kumigina tune ba sa tinianya.
Apo.
Kuigere uno ko this motherboard ne kyango hiba TV. This motherboard ni kyager chiro. Ba TV. And then I fix it to Guju. Ukiona move from other spare parts ba radio.
Unapataje frequency?
Acha ingine ka frequency. So lo nyo tunda frequency mucha wa place tu tulueto uno. Na morning ile tulueto ko any stations.
Lene ureriosiek ketuitosi eng tetutiet nebo Lene ureriosiek elekitokyinige ng'wondet nebo ureriosiek.
Course haikuwa mzuri sana, ilikuwa mbaya.
Kong'eten chopchinetab kei nebo rwoik chebo emetab Kenya kochopchingei labatosiek cheterter ak urerenik chebo emet nebo Kenya. Koboto kora ng'alalutik chebo ng'amotik chebo ureriosiek eng emoni.
So ameche alechi vijana tugul kaikai ongeboisie talenta chekikonech sikobit keboisie eng oret nekararan.
Kila betut nebo Jumatatu ak betut nebo komut kasi.
Age ganya gegere sait agele magati. Eni Mama Chiri ko tiendetab betutab rani kong'ete Bomet County.
Kikurenan Emi Turkut. Kainenyu nemi YouTube ko Emi Mama Chiri. Akase tanaino Jeiso, akase tanaino Baba, akase tanaino Baba, akase tanain kosir. Ngangwano ngotik chemi kong'u, netan tuguk chemi bara, tuguk cheuen ako mongen, asianain kosir. Mi betut nekianabakach ale nabakakta tiendo kimweswa.
Chamgei chitab Kalenjin mang'ung'ui tugul ole imite koibaibai ak igere ketesiet nebo Kass TV tetutiet ko nenetesetai kikurenan Jacqueline Arusei. Eng hashtag nenetesetai ketindoi segments cheterter mite kebeberta nebo what's trending king'alala akobo topics chekotestai kotrend eng social media. So ngotko komemite social media is the right show for you. Ngotko koimite kora kesome sichangian eng topics chekibendi kediscussen eng betutab rani. Kitindoi kora kebeberta nebo Talent Central ako eng betutab rani ketindoi Bamwai Junior. Tebutik alak tugul chotindoi eng Bamwai Junior obek Facebook konde yotok tebutik chotinye eng tenindet nekitinye eng betutab rani eng studio asiketebe inendet as we go. So being a Friday, of course, kama kucham kemwa kele kitim as much as possible keger kele kakirelaxan our weekend ako kakeshanan weekend kokiboiboi. So mwawech kityo kole imitano iwatchine chango ngitinye shoutouts alak tugul chekikaseta kisoman eng betutab rani inde kora eng page nenyo nebo nenetesetai eng Facebook. So tayari agere watu wako locked in. Mite Joseph Kibiloch kale watching you nikiwa Kabarnet Baringo, Nancy Rotich kala mite Keteng Nandi Hills, Eli Kosgei kala watching you nikiwa Band Forest, Boy Chebusit Mosena Bay kale niko Kisumu Dala tuko inside, Arab Johnston eng Digir kale tuko Emurua Dikir watching you, Wesley Bosek eng Kiptagich kala mite Olep Nyandarwa Kipiripiri kale tunawa watch Jackie my favorite show, thank you. Davis Cheruyot kala mite Upper State House Nairobi hadi mwisho niko tuned in. Nikemboy kale yes niko Mbogo Valley areas watching you Jackie, thank you. Koech Weldon Lele kala mite Chibarusha Kibukwa Tindiret kale tuko ndani. Arab Kemboy kala mite Ptabat Signpost to Yabe kale hadi mwisho. Amosigi galamite Chebois Cap Lutan areas, Gilbert To galamite Bomet County, Taliban eng Isli kale niko hapa Isli Nairobi tuko tuned in. Mite Chizi kutoka Ulenguruoni kale Thika areas niko ndani na Macomrade, asante. Kibet Bekele kale representing county 036, Faye Derricks kale niko Nyeri County, Kipsleni kale amite Kutung kale niko inside kale gatwa the crew, Faruk Langat kale niko Tanzania watching you online, I love the show, thank you so much. Stanley Rono kale amite Sachangwan watching you people, Hilary Rock kale amite Kaplelmet Nandi Hills kale gatwa the crew, John Cheruya Tengjoro kale amite Ole Bondeni Chebinyin kale igatwa kabisa crew, Kenneth Koech kale amite Ole Nguruoni, Terry Chebet kale salamia sana the crew, my favorite show watching you guys nikiwa Mombasa County 001, otherwise nawapenda sana, thank you so much Terry. Captain Royal Gift kale Ami Kondo Farm kale watching you people. Chepsot Junior kale niko ndani Chepsot Junior. Kipro Monjeindet kalamite Nakuru Town, MC Patoto Mabunjan kalamite Mabunjan areas, Felix Kimutai kalamite Mogonjet Mogogosiek area, Fayarian kalamite ndani, Mjumbe Kim kalami Eldoret City, Blackie Enkaldit kale Bureti representing, Aaron Driver Chemiloret mwenyewe kale niko ndani nikiwa Chemiloret areas, Dazla Roba kale amite Bomet Central, Kimatok Junior kale niko ndani, looking forward for an interview at Kass. Karibu sana. Cosmas Matelong kale amite Nandi Kamakawa, Wesley Terer kale amite Emurua Dikir, Gidi Gideon kale amite Transmara, Peter Mutai kale amite Kapkisiara areas, Kiprotich Kelgei kale County 047, Dorothy Chepkosgei kale niko Eldoret City watching you people, Dominic Yegon kale amite Ngalchelon kale watching you people, Collins Langat kale watching nikiwa Flax, Weldon Sego galamite Angata Barigoi, Raskibiji Jinamizi kale niko Kipsoito Kipsigak Nandi County, Jeff Golden kale niko Bengwa Village. Ahmed kale niko Nakuru County. Leonard Ngetich kale watching you people as usual. Asante sana. Kimoi kale niko Baringo Marigat watching you people. Mitegora Brian Ngetich Kalamite Kamugom Dominic Changina kale Changina areas tuko ndani. Bravin Star kale niko Kapnandi kama K salamesa na crew. Manuflex kale niko Kuresoi South Nakuru City. Msalamia sana Gilbert. Aya Kirotich Litain kale Litain areas. Boss Hassan kale watching. Jizi kutoka Ulengurone kale niko ndani. Enkaplelmet Nandi Hills kale watching you with my lovely husband. Aushan Chiri kale niko Nandi Hills watching you with my lovely husband Hilary Rob ak my family Jabakap Kukwan Tugul. Wow, thank you Hilary Rob. Kalamite Nandi Hills watching with my wife Sharon Rob ak my children Chep Kirui Kipruto ak Chebet pamoja mpaka mwisho kale magitwau. Asante sana Hilary and your wife Aushin Chiri. Aya Arab Johnson Engdikir kale awesome watching you people. Bujukim kale greetings out of Kitale Chirangani huyu ni homie. Koech Weldon kale amite Tindiret. Kelvi Langat kale amite Mausami Total kale watching you. Mark Russell kale niko Nakuru Free Area. Salamia kila mtu ana watch Kass TV na waambie tunawapenda sana, my favorite show. Thank you. Demiles kale niko Bant Forest. Madeva Rock kale Bureti. Elkana Eden kalamite awechina kamite Sotik. Benedict Kigen kalamite Kapkatet ak Vincent Bukacha areas. Choto kwa lagging picture agere tayari wako tuned in. Mwawech kitogole iwo chene cho mitanga ya ine it's a Friday, you know. Asige muchke gonen shout out. Singen le Friday getime as much as possible. Yani ke relaxan ageta weekend. Mara wetin dai wigit nego koro menginye. Amjale tin meimge in the stress taban agita wigit again fresh from Sunday weekend itulian gityo. Kung mara go indai wigit nego gararan ko ite setai bye yet kunotok. The more you are happy, the more miaka unajiongezea. So bye yet ko gita negararan au ngararan mugulelda bye burta. Kwezi kwa mgonjwa, you know. Yeah, so yes, kita unegiwe bertane ba what's trending. Agorani amite ak men, gentlemen, gagure gentlemen because they are gentlemen by the way. Rani amite ak gentlemen, baby girl Cherono, wife material mwenyewe, cheptap sabato, komanegit rani. Katinda shughuli here and there lakini kalenja Jackie ikatoa picture cheba sabato agilenji happy new year anga naleta ushirikani happy new year ara kuona mi new year June kwa nangale kap sabato mago aya sinyen so kalenja Cherono ikatoa pick up sabato agilenji akba fans tugul next week tutakuwa pamoja and by the way next week kemite Belgut comrades cheba Belgut onge tuye next week on Friday. We make it happen. By the way, achapene ya comrades cheba Belgut because ochamech ago chamesho nenya agi chamagaga kwek. So next week on Friday, ngotimite Kericho. Yes? Inyo Belgut. Mangan gut kejamtin outsiders, but it's an event nebas comrades cheba Belgut. It's gonna be a night that you live to remember. I'm telling you. Vibes tegi bube tunatake inshallah ngamwaun. Rani vibes. Agube tunata ngigera ile jago hudi. Na kuzana zawadi kem. So onge tuye Belgut TTI. On Friday we make it happen. Comrades Freshers Nights. We are going to kill it here. So next game itagango Cherono, angot Gilbert, kina Kevo, pale Belgut. So yeah, mama za mwajizang but nyope tunataksi geri nyege vibes and inshallah. Ata mwenye utafurahia tu but mangan gut kejamjina outsiders but kama ni comrade hiyo siku usiname, make sure umekula umeshiba. Ndio tukianza sasa fun mpaka asubuhi. Yeah. So amite ak gentlemen koyaga mwaiwage. They're very gentle by the way. Kaya kiko gisa anan mamata. Inego teken kapsa. Otherwise is a gentleman. Agetindai gora Gen Z ne very gentleman negara lang kapsa. Kumila kweta kutit negere manaichi. Sindio. Yeah. So yes. So Amagita topics of the day, of course, amja kwa Kevo gogata Gilbert agomwa about Friday next week. By the way, Kemite Belgut tunakuja kumaliza, tunakuja ku have fun. Age bwane aktu chigorora ninga lengo bwatoek ko bwane aktu chemoto moto. So ngotimite Kericho.
Yes.
Hey, acha tu. Kevo.
Yes, Kongo misim Jackie na taune corona gat fancy jo kebone ne testai shuche wojenne ge emme komugul ogole jawni tanango betu tane kabisa nige prepare engine for next week o ngalale ngale ka belgutiti last time ko boy yen gimi belgutiti ko gimi giboti ko Jackie ago nito ka ko accepten kora gole biga belgut kole gimache giger bichi gibone ne testai so ki promise no ka ngole betu non ko itakuwa ya kukata na shoka. We are very ready for that day. Ago gimache ge mekesho gole go bye gitu gibo kila kitu ne karane remember that betu no to kota tunke life. So go dimi jitaga to no ni ko so gole teto ko kabisa en Kass TV. Yani ketu mapema sana betu no to ko komrese obel guto ma jole jago guride ko kamwa Jackie gole na musiname kimache betu no ne ko betu tuna na mbopa bayet kabisa tutakuwa na kina Gilbert Cherono and of course Jackie ko chitara kabisa na ko rongo pelekane na mtaratara pole kidogo na tutaenjoy si ndio so
hey nitawapeleka na mtaratara.
Yes. Yani amache comrades yani ngomi comrades kule lingito na Jackie si arudi ama akuwa hata lekera wetu at least akuwa na tuniniko si ndio so go unaona big apology so Jackie nena ipkora in boroine atachin mashabik tukul aga ipkogotiet nenyu koron koiti na kabineti en komasta noto nebo Kipkelion West a few weeks ago gigamucha itolinda home Olinda ketu yak fanse janga besa kulian salimia kina Jackie kina Gilbert kina Cherono oni koro ipkogotiet angana ole ko ga kabisa go egenye ko tiet ko kogotione ko taunen kebeneti chepkeche ndobo sa tokole jak fans tugul otokotine show nenyon ako kongo ya muno support nich ko unoto neno ko iporani bwana Gilbert ngeno le tinye ngal chemnyach ko tivel gutiti
kongo mising Kevo na Jackie korong na tama chole in iboroindo na inegen attach ma fans choton chegere in tetutian nebo hashtag ne time betutab rain korong na tai na ile it's not our first time to be in Belgut.
Yes.
It is the last time ko kile yon kakitachi nak tungetachi nebo ko boru kele whatever you did the other time ko kikina kararan
kabisa
so tulikuwa last time ke sherehe kwa sherehe ndegi moto sana hiyo siku hata go I miss by the way in students chapa Belgut.
Yeah, vibes tindai.
I need them so much because wako na vibes ni watu wametulia yani big chigo knock time not nebo o engage so you see that kitache kora akimwa gongo so Friday kale Jackie hiyo siku hakikisha usiiname heri ile kebutule na komye asinye iwastege asinye itwal komye unajua hiyo time kingebendi ko kikitinye expectations kelele no ne ingele yondo mita place ile wanyune yu lakini ile kibaketak tech ak wanafunzi chemnyache the principal ak staffs ko kikimi komye kabisa ko kingebwani kelele kityo chames ko tabatache boisionik chake chakakiyai so kibaka boisionik chekororon wangetukaribisha tena na tunashukuru sana so Friday mark your date Friday matichile longe takinge Belgutiti sinyonge wastenge
kabisa
ke boiboikitu akoi asubuhi so you have that chance also to engage ke ngalal tugul kora whenever you have an issue ke miten kora yote tugul so thank you so much big Belgut akimakwa kitaka tugul lemye akileja wara barchige wara ine so manet so in Jackie ko another thing ko Jackie ko kasarta netai keite in Belgut mama ngu gotoki kwendi Kericho keite Belgut
bebe kitoma wendi Kericho kitoma ne kito in fact
kitom kwendi in Kericho Jackie lakini kingoit betunotet ko ngamun en students chemiten yoto because kama atange Jackie angeitwa ogimaboiboenji students chebo Belgut kwa tere Jackie mawendi but tunaona sasa hii sasa ni moto sasa
kabisa
so kama tulikuwa tumefanya ile the other time 80% hii sasa itakuwa 100
kabisa
so wanafunzi chebo Belgut ndio wastaige tugetuitosi tugul on Friday make sure umekuja mapema make sure umekuja na chacha na jacket itakuwa moto
kabisa
yani sherehe itakuwa petuna please Comrades, msiname. Wamishe komie kabisa sinye gebe na mtaratara vile inafaa. Energy nye tunakuja nayo ni moto sana.
Kabisa.
So onge to your Friday Belgutitia, it's going down na itakuwa moto sana. Yeah. So now discuss any topics to go into trend during the week. Ago chamke mwangele chang topics sige ngalale by the social media. Ago melen ki mujige discuss all the topics. So mara sa zingine ile jige ipa ko trend and this thing amwagere go discuss aningo. Ango Jackie. So chamke temege pick and topics relate ni agaje sana. One thing ne mago him muchke skippen for now. Ko this ngalega abductions teba lagok chemengage in Kenya. Ko kwa barak missing lagok chibetosi. Pete lakwet maragawa lakwet school maweksega kechenge after few weeks, few days kagibete sabet. Saizi ko ibaru statistics kole almost in a week kobetos lagok around 10 and above. So koko reason concern titu ko tebege bigole nene ko kwa isiko tai kobet lagok because it's a trend yenye imeanza tu juzi. So ango tu wazazi ko worried because ya wendi lakwet school go you are very worried. Tosi tuko mie amefika vizuri because pichu abduction lago kota imani lago kia wendi school agia wekse because that's the time ne mara mi lago chede scholar system ti mutege school cheke ago weksega. So koko testai go with that thing and it's a very big issue. Ne amangwale nya lugo ra serikali go take an action because it's not a light thing. Ago mami kine mwan go kune mzazi go gebet lakwene. And then on top of that kenyor lakwet maraga gibete sabet, you know. It's so sad. Ago gora as society ko ongegu each other's keeper. Like ngiger lakwet ne wendi school iger tine mara a stranger ngolal din lakwet you are supposed to uingilie agi you know onge gu cautious onge egu each other's keeper asige muchke ribla goju because it's an alarming trend ne magarara ni ago it's so worrying. Yeah. So na me Gilbert
korong neta chaki amache in lenji korong mara sikik ko bet log kubetia log mangen ile mi amache ale joki te poleni sana akuangen ale in asoywa gane ale si onyoru log choton che kibetia. Korong neta chaki ko kineta ko nyalu as a parent ko nyalu you very vigilant. Ngotilile ngisir in cheblakwe ne ribun lakwengu ko nyalu ina ile cheblakwan ko yobwon nyalu ina kora ile ngwede sukul lakwet kumbangu sait ata so matile kityo lakwenyu ngonge sukul mtoto wangu anajua shule yani mayoche ikochi company kwende sukul make sure igeri ile today bete time nengung ibet kasarta imu lakwengu ko sukul agibe isor lakwengu kora yonyone ga it's okay. So ko testa missing ginde ibu kora ko masike som kora serikali ko taw kushiko noton ngamun nyono market nebo lo amun jab dakta lo ngimu lo ikose ibera kyalda 300,000 wendi 400,000 anan ko million iko ngeile nyono market amu magoi ke chor git ne mami market tayari ko miten market. So ndagigere legi yani ndagigere gele kagina bichu le log ko tor ko kupeta ngamun ini chor lakwani imution ngot ko mami lebe aldechini imutiono. So amenyu ko chine sigik ongeger gele kagiburak lagok ngot kwende lakwet sukul nelo ingere sana tuguchu sinje kwa penakse especially in town sana matatya missing en kaa ngamu mara manini lakini en town ko leok sangalecho ibo kaktai lakwengung urereni ak nebo jirani ko mengen ot jirani noto ile ngo en town ko matokingen kes en plotit mara pilotit nemenye ko mengen ile jirani nengung ko mengen ile ngo nurube ken ro so ibo kai lakwengung kityo kosungukan en pilotit amengen ile ribu ngo so ongeigu vigilant as parents ako ngeger gele lagok ko miten komie. Nana kuchukua kora engalekab chiefs ak assistant chiefs. Kitagisi missing kenai kele ngo chemi kokwenyo, ngo chemiten within that area. Ngot ko in pilot fulani ngot ko nyumba 10 ina ile ngo chemiten iro. Sikor kobete lakwet kingen kele komi ngo ro. Kisibi kotor kenyoru. Lakini kora market nebo lakwet kyalda komache koker kora serikali ako kusikong yoto konai kole kyaldechin ano loochu. Ndamami ele kyaldechi lakwet chaki ko tos makichore lakwet. Lakini ikere ile kora ka relaxen in serikali ko akwa ngweny kebeberta noto nebo serikali. Ne ndonai kole kimutyono. To kenam chito ngamu chambi che kikenam ko kamulo kelenjini ialdechini ngo. Kenai kele market nekimuti loochu kwano akono. Ko kakeker market noto ko mekimuti loochu kenini. Sait age kora ko nakimu lakwet kiamdakte lakwet ko ribore iker maalda chichote lakwani kele konyorunen kelchin Kobete sobet lakwengung just for nothing. Wagere another in a story negobo I think go around Molo. Ne kakinam lakwet nekoyobu sukul. Kibete sobet lakwet nekiten kor kebore kisib ko chito yani kwanda nekibo lakwani. Amune sibete sobet lakwet ngotko kyosir akametab lakwani. Ibete sobet lakwengung amune. Meta keteben yoto. Ndo kakebet ke mwisho kora sobet iker ile momi kit netoreton. Yon ko move on chito. Onole ngwan man ngi move on. Mara kiraimut chito kirobut 25 for 5 years. Ko move on chito. Imge ile uon kobo kotililil mising kosindan ukimi konyune. Ingele kwa sana ngomandale kobo ko glow ni aikere ile konam koimege mure. Konam nget konda ile ugo kotililil saiti kosindan ukimi konyune. Iyo mi panishen chepyose anan neki chepyose ibete sobet lakwenyin anan ichore lakwenyin.
Yes.
Beken sure iker ile kenyoru akinye muguleldo noton nebo humanity. Asi at least iniker lakwet ino ile kakwo chichi kakostoenage sobenyun, let me just move on. Ingele ininam kora lakwet akibete sobet mabo inyorunen kelchin. Nikooldo ko chito nemokurengei kanam kityo lakwet makwabdakten abakwalda. Kondo niko kenam lakwet nekoyobu sukul irebe ibete sobet lakwet just because kyosirke ak sigindet. Ngele tuguk chemoyoche keibun kakile yomi differences between parents. Komonyolu kora konai lo. Ot kot komakikuitosike ane ak chepyosenyu komonyolu konai lakwet. Komakeboldosi bakebole echeke. Ngamun tebie sikong'et kong'et lakwet koruch kebeber nemonoton. Konam kocham kamet anan kocham kwanda kosir. Amun kere tuguk choyoe. So sait age kora ongebir kora makosa kokiecheken kokisigik. Asi at least kotekisei loochu kora. Aya matin koibun kora ingele ingenam tuguk kyok choton chetesetai keipchi loo komonge ki loo. Ngotinye abdakte lakwet just because kosirke ak sigindet kokebut hesabu murenik. So inoso murenik yon kakibakakten iyan iba. Sait age osinye koboisien wanaume chekisirke ak ngele ak aleni nekideten besho koboisien bichu kora kolenjin uabdakte lakwani. Kiyokto bichu keboisien as a weapon kelenjin uabdakte lakwani sikobekyi sikobirtogei kochengsot kityo. Ako ndo kayoku ko chito nekiomi twan kasarta age.
Yes.
Kalyanen mebwat tuguk chekikoyai kasarata chekibo maana ak ile
Atigene Gilbert like this statistics koboru kole yani sai this period kokolany kabisa kaitetab lagok chebetos.
Yes.
Tos what is the real issue like?
Igere kora kokecham rabisiek choton cheng'ete chechoku chemendo kora ile kobunu ano. So kit korong nebusheni bichu koyai tuguchu ko nguni ko maisha nguni nemoesha. Maisha nguni kokouit sobet nguni is very expensive. Lakini simonyolu kecheng'e rabisiek ortinwek alak. Miten ot sigik miten ot lagok chesiche loo akosich lakwet nekiten akosich lakwet ko nenda sigindet nechengyin market lakwet kolechin bakyalda yani kyalda lakwani sikobit kosich rabisiek. Sikere ile kora nguni kokouit sobet. So kokomach biik chechang rabisiek ngamun kole kali lakwet. Miten chito nerire kole motinye lakwet. Kit netai nedriveni tuguchu kamwa ile sobet nemiten barak nekokouit. Aya kit age kora komekemoken ki loo mekemoken ki tuguk chetesetai. Kimoche kityo keker kele kokiomisie ak ibur komie. Aya kit age konakeker chito age anan iker Gilbert ile sobto mara tuguk choposteni labda en social media kokere chito kole yet akibur any kou Gilbert. Lakini mara konemu kityo pichait akoposte sait noton. Lakini sobenyun yon after koposte pichait ko different. Mara sobenyun ko different. Lakini koniker en pichait ile neye nataka siku moja nikae kama Chaki. O mara Chaki koposte kityo pichait noton betunotet. Lakini betusiek alak imach ile nacheng'ai lakwet nochore sobur kou Chaki anan sobur kou Gilbert anan ko Kevo. Maton kebe we live your own life. Bakakte sobetab chito age. Akongenai kora kele lagochu ko cheket cheribechin betusiekab koron. Ng'o nemonden koron iyu asista ngotko merib lakwani ngot ialde lakweng'ung ng'o nemonden koron iyu asista yon koiyositu anan ngotko keikong mising omemuche isir chito neribin ng'o neibu sukaruk. So chito agetugul as a parent be vigilant, rib lakweng'ung. Nai ile biik chemiten nje komoche lakwanang'ung ngoker lakwanang'ung kokere rabisiek. So mokere ko lakwet kere kityo kole noker lakwani ko rabisiek moe kwalda lakwana. So inosom sigik ikun vigilant. Ibur ak inai ile yon wendi lakwet sukul iskote yon mong'u en sukul isor kotimiten town. Sana chorset tinye kotesetai en town. Maresop sana. Cases ko tuten chebo resop. So ibur sigindet neng'om rib lakweng'ung ngwendi sukul ot yon miten kourereni inane jirani nemi twan ko ng'o kiyobu ano konywan ko ano si at least kerib loochu.
Okay, Mite Marian Kale Jackie, that's a powerful conversation on the rest of missing children cases in Kenya. highlights what many families are painfully living through every day. This is no longer an isolated issue, but a national crisis that demands urgent action. We continue to witness the emotional trauma, fear, confusion, and helplessness that families experience when a child disappears. Beyond sharing alerts, our work has shown us the critical need for faster reporting systems, stronger children protection structures, and coordinated investigation, public awareness, and community vigilance. Every missing child case represents a family whose life has been disrupted forever. It's so painful. Yeah, Kevo.
Kongoi missing Jackie into tutet noon. Gengorali sai Jackie ko changa kaititab in lagok chebeto siku hizi komagina kele kalian. So gine tai koron ne na namen komasta noto nebo sigik, there is something called foundation. Nisiche jita lakwet ko yoche koron isibinet lakwet atepto ole yoche ketepto. Ko siku hizi most of the parents ko mako caring, yani ngete chito kosich lakwet akonam kometo kityo kwendot kityo komasib konet koleji tuguk cheu chu komakke ana ko tuguk chekile komakke. Ko konget kityo lokab siku hizi wanaamka tu akobendat kityo konitu kityo nyesunot kakeabdakte namunin ma strict the musazi nenywan. Nebo generation nekimiten komakebire lagok. Kingenyorin lakwetab chito ko kae makosa yani kawendot lakwet kityo. Kekinyor mara kakinyor lakwet en another village kenyike kochukuni kiyonjin a neighbor kubir ana kiyonji ot chief age tugul kubir, lakini raini ndenyoru chito kityo kabir lakwengung oko ndango inyoru chito kakwo ina police station ana ko kotini kele kakibir lakwenyu, lakini makele kabir lakwengung chito yani kotoreti en ngalekab ina ko discipline simazoean tuguk cheu chon ko kiyoton kakobar kikana ko guardians chebo lagok. So somenyun koiti every parent nemiten ireuno yon kenyoru ina kokwengung ka discipline lakwengung kotoku kole kachomchin kamokyi sobet saidi. That is why na Jackie ma lagok chemengech icheket siku hizi kochang the rate of unplanned pregnancies and children ak lagok in che vijana chebetos kobetyin bulishek betyin ano ko amun en sigik chema strict. Inyoru ina sigindet kityo kako mara kakoit ina a level kijana nikakotumda konam kityo kometo nikoto guide tar kotarot 18 years and above. Inyoru kora sigindet ina nebo ina lakwet nikakoit adolescent age nikoto guide ne akolechin yakyai kuni makyai kuni akuni konam kometo sigindet akole ara kakoik chito no so komemnyi kyai kunono. Aya kinu ko barak saidi Jackie na siku hizi komakeelewani kole lochu kipare chu mengech, most of the children che kichore ko che mengech saidi ko yani makinaen kele wany ne neibu saidi. Kora ko mi kinu komoche otiny most of the parents ko non inyoru mara kosirgei chito ak in a lady ana ko kwondonyin konget chito nekoto nguni taken care of lakwenyin mara kikokeso nekoto taken care of lakwet nekitinye yukitai konam kole kakabar simakoibu ini majukumu ana ko makomutin kwonyi kotini koimim ko kin kako western in our youth ak biik chechang saidi amun ina ndebar kotoreti ne. The second kora ina nde imate chicho na naibe chora kimut ole machi imut ko main inform the parent ko ga I happen the feeling of the mother and got the feeling of the father at the end of the day umiando si tukul. So ko mye create kora ina awareness kora in society kora ina akinet ke kora ina chitukul en kole lakwet ko chito nebo maana en sobet. Nebo kora ko lakwet ko tam konyone ak blessing lakwet. Ngesuchi lakwet en kila mahali konyone ak berurto komache kerib ak kinet. Akot nangete Jackie ole kikere kele loge ko mara memach lakwanoto. Nan inyoru siku hizi Jackie miten katong'ololen unplanned pregnancies nan kosuch chito lakwet akole iye eko mamache lakwani ana kimamache kwandab lakwani kikisuch kityo unexpected. Konam chito kole naker lakwani analiana ana ale kobet Jackie siku hizi kose yani kakinyor lakwet in mara kola beek kokinyoren ano kakinyoren pinishek yani tuguchu kwae biik yae binadamu amunin mara koker kole miten kit nemamache en tayon ko yani mache miten kit aenge nosome kityo biikab kolenyi onge acceptenge kotikai sibi taken the role of a mother at your younger age iyang kole koroiku mama ak irib lakwanon tatun koeku chi en tai. As a dad also kote mara ko me ready igese ana ko me machi itunin mara kametab lakwanangu accept that role ak isamu kityo kobitu walutik chechang kosir ngebar kora ko iriskeni kora iwendi jela oni minot kora en okilit ni atu ke ilelwan kikali asaba so komache kinetkei tugucho. Authority Jackie kora somenyun koitina serikali ak chief ak biik tugul cheibe kakwautik yanga ak tukiuchu en society. Asome kabisa na namunen nyumba 10 ana go chiefs chebo ina communities ak villages. Ongetoret kabisa nginyoru lakwet non igere ile mara kayai kit negere ile kinyume na matarajio ongesip ketoret ak kemwochi sigik. Ninyoru biik chon inyosto lagok kora nan inyoru parents jaki chebire log ito kit nekaita. Ko yoche sip keripoten bichu simayak tuguk cheyachen koron. To the government also komache enhansen ak make sure kole boishe the child protection unit. Siku hizi yote nani ngekas kile kabla agwetot ko tos ko taken 2 years ana ko 1 year sige ina keipchi kakwautiet ana kecheng ot lakwanoto. So ko yoche ke make sure kole in kagi fight the rights of the children. So lagok ko PK important in society ako mache keibun in a way that kingen kole koron ko important people in our society. So the more we create awareness ak the more we teach them kinet nguni ot jakigere nguni nine lakwet kole moje gunu ko koronot ko mabete ingela nan nyoru jaki they lure children amunin kere lakwet chita age tugul kuwan in chita ngenge ana ko chita nebo gaa mau kenyis king ni nyoru chita en oret ilabati lakini chebo saa inyoru kiteile oya ko ka ogoshine ogoe kuchorono ko manot lakwet intentions amun ta komingin so ko manginet kora lagok kityo pole ak yeisu ko unaota jaki.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now moving to the next story na much ko trend in social media ko meet this guy ko nget TG ko ita story na nyine in social media ako ko meja advice so mara ko takinye kitinye advice nyo imuchi go no gerengo so nget TG ko magole ko testa ko mama manenyu ne akale birwa simet mama manenyu every day gole jina ameje itunisha ko pakenyishe ko magole sasa size ko mi go mama manenyu gole jina atunis ko pakenyishe kole atkinye kwa mingin do kijama sai mama manenyu alejini alwagi amaje ki ko eshoy sasa saya ko takina ndai right Aisha because my fulfilling and whatever I wanted when I was a kid. So yeah, of course, ko big ask so many advices. So ako ine ko komogole, okay, kijamkule jin mama nenye kwalje toys, nini ya kucheza nayo, ko kijamkule jin mama nenye net mandai rabishek nini kumata tun kwalje, ako itungweit. So komogole sasa saya ko takine ganyo ko imogole nja ko bakinyishe kale birwa simet kila, kule jin namije itunishe ko bakinyishe. So komogole saizi magonyalo eng parents kutakuka big pressure in terms of kwa because mara kikwa mwaninya so of course got so many comments on that akangenda gotaginye inde idea ningo komara gotaginye mi ya iweche na kokogone siginde pressure golejin iye kabage nyisheke amije itunishe ana namije gele amije gitunin so but squeeze wazazi wengi mwagere kokajin big pressure sana in fact maybe for us ladies ko mzazi ngogere kole kwa bakenyishe kolejin kaiga ngoti slakwete sana sijaelewa mbona mnakwanga hivyo yeah so na me Gilbert
korong netacha kikomye tamun in weron at least kaip kit ne testa missing in society
yes
konyo sige discuss en internet
yeah
magilelen kele mago pressure nguni cha kigengololi kouni komiten in ko cham gure nguni chemba nyon kwa memye taxi ngamun ke kole kiteben kelejin ngoro ka kenyon nyegen yar ne ni ka ko itodet ketageite kele wa anasibu anami baten
yes
wo pressure ne kigochi lo nguni gochin nguni biik che kosir betit ingele chaki lenji kolejin masikindet ko isir betit kese ko isir kenyisiek lakini mabuget ko mi yoto mi biik kisikte empty mabuget ako ina ile keset ko kainet kuna mo ile keset lakini toma nyina ile nyok mogileji naji keset sinyon akoni cheten kole so ribenge kokile kityo keset yani boiboyetab sigindet kikokile neman kararan en sigindet ngoker sigindet lagok chi advance yani kayaptage katesak yoten kayaptage yoten ko boiboyetab sigindet lakini kokikoni pressure kelenji keset lakini mongen kole nyeyamene so sigi ko matonda ki pressurize somenyu ko matonda ki pressurize biik ongekan kotako in mabuget elegere kole ndanguni kele baba amache sabunit ole ndanguni kele amache kile anyoru lakini ngigochi pressure puch amamite amegochi ki lecha kanget ka bakenyisiek kokere ale metinye ki nyonam ki so ribenge mutuna lakini kibwat kokilenji chito mutun o magilere magigochi ki at least ko ribe family noto so kerge ak kitamamwa lelen meger bakuleitang'ung anan igeron akane ile he Gilbert ameoa si hata mimi nioe huwezi jua mfuko yangu so makoi ileji indokere chito age ile kokesa bakuleitanyun kong'etu anege ndokesa akane ikese ngap kokesa bakuleitang'ung lakini metinye kit nenyeboe family tinye onoseretye so kit netai sigindet ko manyolu matikochi pressure lakwet ilenji ngitunin anan keset anan ot kikochi alak kelenji ngitunin kota konyor chito kityo nekanyor buch akoba twan koron kabokosich ngele kabokosich lagok somok lagok ang'wan en yuno amatokobur komie manyor ribet nemie ak chichote kowek kora koik kong'ung'et konyokotesun mosiket nebo lagok ata lagok alak somok ak nikong'ung'et koik tugul ang'wan ikere ile kanyokonin ne stress koi sigindet so matot ndakipressurize yon kokeker kele kaba kenyisiek mi osinye kenyisiek chechang kakeit kwacha ngibwatun iman kele ine anan mekere iman mi kenyisiek chechang lakini kame chitab 30 years yono kole anan ot ko nebo 20 ndakipressurizeni kelenjin ile keset anan nebo kayam ikese kelenjin kese kounon imitireita tomot itar college tomot iwe ui imi gaa kityo kakilenji kimoche kwondo mwowon any kanyo ketesun majukumu kimoche matokindei sukul ketar form 4 kakelenjin keset mami kit nenyeribe family ni what do you expect as a parent makila kityo kelenjin nyouri kityo nebo werit kole baba kakobiron nyokas koi ngalechu kila kityo imi ng'echeret kose ngalechoto kemwoun kila kisolveni problems chemobeku just because kifighten nga mami resources biik chetindoi resources komakoi kefighten koui nea biik chetindoi tuguk lakini yon metinye tuguk kebiregei kila ngap kibirchingei siling 100
ngeng'alale any netinye tuguk akotom kokeso
ikere kora miten kora biik chetindoi tuguk otomo kokeso kang'et kora tuguchu kora ko pen kit neu family anan kobur chito kole arotinye tuguk ne matinobirtogei asibokeso konam ngunon koname lakwetab koin konyokoname kota kole sigindet akine matinye telelet matindoi telelet imutwech agenge sikenai kele noton amu miten tuguk imbar
mara metekese
acha igere kora ina Jackie ak Gilbert
ngot kele nguni kakimachin kele kekese lazima oitie tuguk tugul keker lazima as a parent kobwotun kolenjin si ne nekaim lakwani
sasa itebi kwani by the time kobwotun a parent ingen mwenyewe kole ikasinye koite kenyisiek cheikere ile kayam akeso lakini memeche ko you have your own reasons so matimwa itetean ile matkelazimishan chematinye tuguk akelazimishan chetinye no
ikere biik chekochin biik stress nguni en society ko biik chekimiten komie kasarwek alak lakini mokeso koyoche kor ngunon kot ko my brother anyaoa kakoba kenyisiek koyoche koik ngunon yani mara kaim borto anan kokakoko kokakoyai kora sui kane kora neribe
ko chito netinye tuguk nyokoribe tugukchi
ot kotindoi tugukchi Jackie nomwou ot kotindoi tugukchi kor kakele aya tindoi tugukchi ndakuni kele mi sipitali oyoche kerib chichono ng'o neyoche komiten around
kwenik ribin kwenik komie kosir angot relative
chito documents kelende sipitali
documents ne ara babisaina nini
miten kit age tugul ko lazima komiten kelende taya siker kile yon imoche inai ile ng'o inye ko yon mekara yon kakile Gilbert uo makararan
sawa lakini na ile mami chi netindoi kwenik ni makararan kararan yani noto kityo
ngot itinye kwenik chito namwou nani ngot itinye kwenik chito itinye kwenik otomo ikese kese
hakuna makoi lazimishan amune sitetem chito no I disagree
bwana Gilbert at some point ko motoreti kina nani financially stable lakini mingine kure mental instability
and it plays a very critical role.
It plays a very big role in the society. Yani yoche koron yani egu ready as a person. Sema nyuko bit cases chuke ngololen kole koron mara go birga ko mara go birga ngo at some point mara go beru Mungu that is nan yani mara iso Mungu kogonin kwenik asigeze aga konye Mungu kole igeze
sokoni
kwenik so ko mara nikitounen man kwenik lakini ko mamiten in ngalekab what you call mental stability because in tomo koik mature in mind koyoche koron kikochi a room for improvement akikochi encouragement chito neunono siko boosten ge
mi chito nana mo Gilbert that's why sigeri mi kanisa like you are a Catholic a Catholic if you want to be a father kuma mi ngalekab keset ndio ko amugi na kanisa kole mi big cheuchoto mi big len chitane for real my mental stability kuma muji aburak chitage I'm not well stable to raise a family. Number 2 mara mi biga lakchil igere chita mara ki amwan gole moge sana amu mara ki tindo chamane ni ki chomen tun ko disappointed ko lia ko given up in love so ilazimisha ni chita ni unata kile jigese ko tun la kweta beach ni mwacho me muta ko liane
igere kudole as a man gotimache sika sorwe galak chemiten da kibwatin no ngololun ko chito no tinyaga ne
kibwatin no kaiwe
gotimache situn kibwatin kosorwek alak
kele geliane
gotimache situn kibwat kele kimi chito nekikuren Gilbert ana kimi chito nekikuren Kevo ko at least itindoi family
ana ibwati your great grandfather
itindoi
apart from tikilejini ngikimwaun kityo baisho kole iba oret fulani ibane your great grand ibwati ingeni
igere namwao karon betusiek alak gotimache siki kit age tugul ot ketit age tugul Jackie nematinye logoek ko mamagen kichi
so imete imwa ile at the end of the day sinyeni tuguju tugul kumugulelda ngung ak Mungu that is so imete imwa ile bichu serve an God and they don't have families what kumagi jege
bwana Gilbert
igere chito ne maine anan family
choko
tunge au matindo lakwet ngebenda kuno
akatebeni swali korokale so imwa ile ngotko imuren agotun metinye anything kumagibwati so pichu serve ni God you are a Catholic remember so pichu serve ni God kumagibwati
acha ingele
aya
kero poisi
ngoni nyalugo bwati is it God or human being
no you know even nguni ndaguni kele even my parents ko nguni my parents ko kwasina guess kule at least mi la kwet school
your parents
hata wewe
no
Jackie korai koron Gilbert moishaji kugeso lakini mi gine gegurene mental stability at time kigilenye yani miten time ne konye chito nango ye ready simuchi gesa
mara gesa 90 years
mara kumai ko gesa chito that's why nyoru chito ne gesa ko 50 years kimache korongo kolia yani kaske kole kayamage
ako the reason sigere ko bitu these issues and relationship and marriages ma lastane nowadays because of this pressure igere chito kanyor chito kasiti ka gotech kot nye 1 2 ona molenji igese mache kwanda kago alafu sigere angot sometimes kule njito kwanyikia tungo kia tunji wazazi you see mojamina ngoto ata emotionally mami yoto
igere ka mention at first ole as parents matongi pressurize lo chukolia kelenji nogeze lakini make sure umefanya aje umeoa haijalishi make sure tu umeoa because families chata
na kama mwali ni heartbreak na lose hope na love
ama go example
suppose ita ogoroki mentaren bicho toxi letinioa
Jackie kama je to
stress ama stress
kama je imwa ile amache ki creating awareness aginam ginet pichu kile miten the importance of kelia kegeso
and creating that environment safe place for
these people anguni kese muji magoya anget sitio kala ma jogeso kumenye liambwana Gilbert these are the importance awon titebi guni ibe borenu decided on
ingale machi tugul ine mole no le chi tugul nyor that platform ba ko lana ngole what's the importance of marriage
amune simanyo you are part of the people who are letting it down because you are supposed to ngot kwenye mwenye believe in you don't create that room ine le igese kainyor igese kaya man then
aya igere ko kamngane
maybe take even traumas maybe che mara giger kinyalilisi yani hawakufurahia relationship ya wazazi you know kids also learn and that's why as parents ko supposed to set a good example ile nyagile ngobale labda poyot kuanda kumanyalo kona ilago because it can affect them kuna childhood traumas mara chitani unaweza ko traumatized how do you tell such a person how do you force such a person to marry? You create the environment.
Whenever
you're supposed to accommodate that person. Ako tungo feeling mwenye go healing because it's a problem.
Whenever you say something
that person
also
negative. I am stable now. I can I can marry.
Yes.
But magonya ile kitu nga kese tundemya na ni mami kese tungi bwati ni bwati ngo.
Yes.
That is why
igere bwana Gilbert.
Igere in
another thing suppose inegora kule the fact that kai nyoru lago.
Yes.
Imuch magibwati.
Whenever you do anything,
that's why sige mwaigele give service to society.
Yes.
Tungi watigele ndamagil bat tamami kanisani ndamagil bat tamami orani ndamagil bat tamati biju.
Aya Jackie, results chebo marriage kone magesi lago. Koron inyoru lago ko chechang kole nibare isom toretet kele ngikolechi ngoi chokige. Ngote yegu plan koroni na emoche otokige ano.
Chitu ko tinye time lakini magoi forcing I disagree.
Ingeninye. Because as a kid ko mara gimi gine gimakini kasarta age ile si mzazi toreton yalu wangine gile kama gine gile lakini ukupewa sinaona mara maafford ni siki gine gimakinige so for you also ibarchinige yerile at least korokait kasarta age ne katebena lakwet ana ne katebena lakwet kulenjo namache ki konyorchinge so at least even trauma ne gibune in mama kasarata mara gibire baba the father mara gibire ni mama ile no ginye at least taka ne go gese kuma mache sabire chepyoso nyu kabilani gilione gibire bama so at least nyolu give that negativity ne giba sigikyo kenya ke wal go positive go ko fight ne kasarta age ko matunya ke fight ne
na ile that's why na ile pigoter mijita ne that's why unasikia kuna mental disease. Yes. It's a disease.
Yeah, sure.
The way affectani ninye oleyandolene stress agulala ndolene stress ko different. Oleyandolene childhood traumas agulala alondane nini na handle childhood trauma ni different. So magoinye tinye ko because yours is working like this if was in another person.
Yes.
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
So makubali.
Zizi kubali. So inye ko tikye kwende mabet make sure umeoa at least siku nyingine kale na chaki magibwate je lakini sikibwate kasarta ngotigerenye just see the community agi na ile whenever you have a family imi komie kere families John fighten toma konyor lakwet kama wako kwa amani ana mi iger kitu komi komie ana mami komie kuiko kesamat lakini mara matinye lakwet ker kot komi komie so ngotinye kwenik wewa
but magoingeti you cannot use someone's ugonjwa to shame that family no.
Yes.
No and that's why you supposed to well the way good ko what big the way you are thinking then kumagere to fight mambo ya mental health yes. Like it is not possible yeah mango isamugere gilbert goge sajito ko yaga nini mentally stable to do it
yes.
Because size imagine kero how many relationships in a break ketunge big rani karonga watu wameachana why because mara kirashan jita mara mite jita ni gigifosen and all that
yes.
Suppose ke heal and we heal ourselves first
yes.
Once you are healed then it's okay but parents kumanya lugo in pressure kibwatu ngo sawa mara ingenile mara by the time bako mo mzazi warako mara ka gere gole mara mebwati gaba kenyishe kibwatu ko sawa lakini matonde more pressure unaona because chituko nyega sartanyara gimo bible kuna
yes.
Yeah. Anyway, let me actually show me comments.
Okay.
Chela kale please don't take it personal. When you are 10 asking for toys, maybe the mother was struggling to keep up with rent, food and other things mattered more than time. Still, it's up to him to decide whether he wants to get married and have kids. Mite nashipe kale childhood traumas are real. A friend once told me that he went to a hotel and bought a whole chicken because during her childhood they never saw things like that. So mitei keep talk ale funny but kids never forget how you treat them. Parents, be very careful. Mitei Jen kale marry when you are ready, not because of societal pressure. The people pushing you for marriage won't help you when things don't work out later in marriage.
True.
Mr. Steven, marriage is overrated. Avoid if you can, surely. Mr. Riley, with this new generation, by the way, I think as parents, we also need to mentor our kids and give them the right room for them to grow and appreciate marriage. Otherwise, I don't support people being forced to marry because you have to be mentally stable to do it. Yeah. Sina? Haya ndio maoni.
Yes.
Igerane.
Ako korain Bwana Gilbert. Komache kityo amwachi murenik chemiongele koron kotukonyoru kwenik igese. Ane alechini to chito nin kotukonyoru kwenik ak itinye the right person. You marry. Lakini kotikose kole tomo inyoru that right person. Testai icheng ak icheng pole pole.
Lakini in the meantime ya icheng amuka mwakevo kole itinye kwenik because kora sometimes not everybody but sometimes especially with this generation ko inyoru chito tinda kwenik so pose ni matkogeza lakini hotoni picture. So if you're not ready, pause and wait. But matiwe I hotonati lago abit karoni langege.
Ingele ngete chito boisie kora advantage nebo rabishek ketinye. Ko spoile bike ja mara chito kotindo mara ladies naked 4 5. Ako ma chito kora ne tuna atoli. Yani chito ne miraro koron komi yun. Yani ndoko ngele sema ni kama machi kogesa. Ingele sema ni chito ne kabur kotulian hata kama akona mtu ni mtu mmoja ama anatulia tu. Lakini nyoru bichuto ko jega chest spoile lo sigere ko bitu sana ketes chego se gebara sijui kakabaka ilakwet ko yeri chego le ko that is the reason yo look at second time kora kegel ko kigochi boroindo noto ne inege nebo bichutet kora ko buri chege lalo ko kigochi boroindo nebo mirayu koron komi igele kaya ko geso uitugul afadhali aoe atulie na mtu mmoja
lakini labda akioa pia hatatulia
ataongeza na ataongeza so at the end of the day kimache readiness unaona kimache kitu ready chita kwa konki akili.
Okay. Yes. Sawa lakini ane ngot ko kakoit kwenik. Mole na jole yakait kwenik ilabat kityo igese. Yon kait kwenik take your own time. Mi because nyo kora chein. Cherwa uyo ngager kole mi komie en kwenik. Koron ko betyo kwenik ko ba kwenik choto. Ko bakakte na kwenik. So kakaikai ngot itinye kwenik itinye the right person. Matila bati kityo ile kora si kwenik angi kole deji ogese. No. Ngot itinye kwenik take your own time. Ip kasarta ne kararan kabisa ak iger ile kebir kikokile kibire kurasit iger ile unde sikoron nengen ile yai ke otiswa siger kotko bakakten so ne kotibur ile kityo ak spoileni komena ile wende wetos kwenik kotokibure twan.
But you see at the end of the day kora mogere ngomotoreni kwenik anan momotoreni because chito sinyen ingen ile chito konye vision nenyi chito yoe tu chito kongen gole agesi anan achelewani. So at the end of the day kung chito ningen gole kese ko ta ko na mi sho gona mi go build any relationship nenyi at the same time go build any ne kwenik. But now challenge ko mara ga nyoru kwenik chija agilanyi meje igese. That is where the problem comes in.
Sure.
Because you will be confused.
Aran
mara ichok chi karon gora igeril go ma ko type ni nana tesa muga.
Igere yon wendi extend noti anan inyo ko men apply ni namage ko malituli.
Yes.
Take your own time.
Yeah.
Be patient ak igochi iger ile chito ne tindo yo une. Asi at least ni gesei ko mai kora kabuna rangi igochi kora pressure bichu kele gese koron kora kabesio kora ko igechek chekicheta kerorise so tunacheka kerorechi bichu kora kele kabutyo kabut chichi siju kabut chepyoset ne lione kekwochi moi kora so kigochin time nebo kolia agekuredi kora anything magigeshini ke kora kele oe kakogyuto ibur agisoite ina ile una chito no mito.
Yes kora Bwana Gilbert kongengololen the other guy ko koronin yongietu ko aje in maaje kiibe beef chekibo keny paka nguni aje ki understand kora in ingela kit nanot ko konin a promise sigindet kole sigilge kole solun kit neu nguni lakini ko maaje kibun in bokoit nini instances cheuchu mara kimukotinye kasaroto mara kimwong kityo sikoik a motivation kole ne sigilge like ko maaje ibu paka nguni. Aya the second thing Bwana Gilbert kino macha amwa kabisa ina neoche ko kasi in kila mtu ne miuno amache ke differentiate between marriage and revenge. Ingele nangete ken tu kala ken mara ka ki promise ningi inye kora yani bugo another problem and somewhere else mara ngune sin ki kuji werkano mara sika ki promise na toy ko yani ko nam ko ka revenge ko yani macha le agencies yani nani mucho tu ingele mara gini mingele ina kwa timi nyoru max cho 450 cho mbaskili yani kolode ni nogilit paka tori yetu ni pare bwatoti yagita gilele nati moya mungi mokelwan kinu we have to differentiate things like that true. Yes aya nebo somoko learn to forgive each other kungu ngegere situation nebo boy ne kana kora kotibwati kole kikolelun your mother at this age imagine igise awoto minyoji kat kotogu kole you are not even ready you are involved in what you call peaceful talks ak your mother akileji en man mother there is a time gino mingine ko kilelwan kuni or discuss in fact mucho korore sigine takole kyo utiengino unaona I'm very sorry for that. I'm encouraging you amachi weiset akibor ak yagine mnyene gemache ya
okay ingen le kitambo kijam mara geger ka bagenyishegi ko kijam ki assume gele mara mengi ni ijengis iset as a man so because you are men by the way do you think ile tagonya lutakete start that trend now kise tijita isamu mara miji tani mengen gotete ange by the way
gere nguni maisha ni kimi nguni ak sabetab jenziz ak biki mengeche jeweche ko magimutyi chito magesetira chito because ingele karon kago chito ngunon konyo konam
so sigelyanji bik chumoganya koset
kimwochin kityo kelechi ne chengingee chepyo lakini nimutu konyo kokonin burden amun ile ne uitugulot ko kimutwan chepyosan so obatwa kolechi konam kolechi no koisikinde ne nengunget nenono konam kobokokun nyo kobure chito kakosich lagok oeng komine twan komie kikoyonchine komie kinimutu akakubali akasema ni huyu konyo kosich lagok oeng komie kole uitugulot ko kimochenge Papa mongono tam ko chame ko ma ko ndangole sijui ko ba mongono na ki mongen ana ba koruchon ki mutu koruchon so en nguni ko be very careful as a parent mati anan ko ichi age tugul mati connecten ji ak chi ngamun koron kabit kinea
konyo ko blame
inena ne blame ngole le ndama hanum ko tomo ami koi ndama sijui hanum ko tomo ami koi kienge ko kigiyoni ke yon kakimutu na kelechi ninoni ingele kikasarata uitomo ki advance sana kitomo kenai tuguk kecha ko kiyote ko kimutu nile ko yuto oyoni baka mwisho osikik yo ko makikele
yes agora korai bwana Gilbert engenye ko kingongune kakechengunji ako kakesetun kenyi kengolole ak keyonjin raine kelingen kityo ak nyobura kita ne mengenot kole bono menget tabianyin korunanyin ninoe yani kokoek baadaye kengora bwana Gilbert kitam kiyokto sweeters bicho bendi kityo bukolelen wanyune cherono yani une tabietab cherono
so kasi tabaguleshe ko sikolajini bagule kosetu
gere sikuizi jaki gere baguleiwekab sikuizi koloji makatet yani niyokte kobukoek inenda tach ne heti cheni
konam kole kuna pamuro yo ko imnyani konam inyege o kerenda kole manege
ngene kole manege so at the end of the day koruna inyoru kora ina responses inyoru failed marriages amun tuguk kikimengen ko inyindet
no amwale because ka umole manya long parents koseti ndatoreti nine bagule
acha
bagule but the worst ka
machanda gaisi gide gamu ne bagule kuna to kuna ni miten kuna gewekab kasi like umi na bimnyano ko itu bagule kuna bamuru liya bamuru ne bamuru inyegen me bamuru ongeli na gine teseta so ingeli na gine
teseta ne
inge kole kitestas ne lakini ngolis kole chini inyegen me bamuru sijui lione aya akonyo kora kotebi sinyo kole ingele sana tuguk kitestas yere failed marriage
because angena lengo setun bagule skong elewani elewani bagula ko sir mzazi
gere jaki na muona ngita genge in fact elewanen sigindet ko sir bagula lakini mamiten language no ngolole ak sigindet ku pias ku bikyo mengech much ko nango bur sigindet kot kole amune cherono yani en bitoto lin kole korom bichon kityo yani kapasa na message lakini mama kolia mama kolejin kali ametu lakwana boy lakini bagula ko nyukolen eyemnyanywe bagula nitani ke mago kwamuru lakini on the other side komi tuguke so in short karanot kakaga otsiginde tot kosira bagula ne ka
so imuch ko inheritation in bagula
at the end of the day my parent magi computer ni twa nang my parent mami gine gele nang my parent lakini bagula kanyunat kurgo ger gore kala lefa uamye pa muru kora kuune ko ngasunot kutilengo na bara bagula ni kana mati bagula itani so wezi amini sikuizi wezi amini bagula
ago ina sikuizi bagula iwekab sikuizi jaki ko mako maun yoityo nebo ji nyone sinyo koleji ne yewe bagula emnye jiji ngumure ko masina koleji mara shemeji ne kanyene matimwoji anyin wer kangole kakimyango anakae kuni akanauni akuni ko winyin ba kole naga nebo tunan ketun chichikano kona man ko bitany makosa chemakimuchot kesolve so kaga itate nyindet kwenye itate yange ko imuren ana ko yanga bit links ko yanga kimwon kityo kele ye katakaran ro
ko amune ngolejin ba kule manita yani
acha gere miten some instances ne chinangeleji manito lakini siku hizo ko rare ninyor ba kule siku hizo ndeleji man rare ne mara ko one among them kityo
ingele bagule sana kusole nne chama kwa saldi mingi tio
aragot
chama kwa yutka omayu so kine nini kusiri tegemeane bagule kai gati tegemeane sikinde aya kerik chito ko nyende baka ite tegemeane bagule
okay sawa case closed tani mwaka leo nimelala at least
so gerenye authority jakine jinsis mato ngengala gijengwakji wiset tike kwenye ina ile kuyot neyomin kwainon ak inai behavior sibo chito ina ile teptono chito okoshine akotesta ak maisha lakini ya kutafutiwa no
achana nayo
so no setet
no.
All right, okay, sawa so of course titapkalenzini watileng talent center lengwe tutaurani ketindaiba mwai junior sote buteka laktukul jotindaiba mwai junior on the page nenyone bone netisetai asigete benedet otherwise next week kemite Kericho Belgut TTI so ngotimite within Kericho Mara Bomet and the environs tukutakutana monge na nyale kiyo outsiders or no but comrades chebo Belgut TTI on Friday
by day
we are looking in
kabisa
by day ingele ngotuye chisubu kokura subu ya lakini kotuye Jack Belgut TTI so kokura subu in kebeberta noton nebo Eldoret so lakini moitini because of Belgut TTI so amache kityo sale kityo makichemnya family noto because nimeitwa na by then nimeitwa na shemeji wangu mwingine akona sherehe so ameni invite niende but angon ale tako chang sherehe za laki ketinye so
kabisa
I'm very sorry for that but next time ya miten nini kikuren Masi shemeji wangu anaitwa Masi na mailemenyi kikuren Lembuch so amenita sub but next time tutakuwa pamoja, wacha tuende Belgut tupige sherehe, next time tutakuja
kabisa.
Yeah, so Belgut TTI lock in
on Friday
tutakuwa inside, we make it real, we make it happen. Itakuwa ni mwecheche. Unajua kile aje wakati nasema ni mwejeje.
Kabisa.
Itakuwa ni mwejeje wadau. Otherwise from the Kruger Lenitsa.
Bye.
June hadi 19th July, kila kitu inaweza ngoja. The FIFA World Cup 2026. Reconnect kwa TV yako for only 999 shillings today, only on GoTV.
Baraton College ko tertiary institution nebo higher learning ne igoitoi somanet ne ititaat ago ne nyumnyum lipanetab school fees. Igoitoi courses chenamege ak kasari je inyoru ne boisiet ko getar. Igoitoi ije courses chebo artisan certificate, diploma, degree ak masters programs in education, animal health and production, computer science and information technology, geriatrics, nenotogo professional caregiving, theology and psychology, business and technical courses. Tindoi mornog Baraton College eng Eldoret ak Sabet na ile tesetai integenguno asine jajangi irutaji website eng www.baratoncollege.ac.ke anango email eng baratonacademic@gmail.com. Imuji gora ibersimet eng number 0714 486 039.
Turn up the heat with endless entertainment on Star Times. Feel every moment of the action as the biggest leagues reach their thrilling finales. Recharge your monthly subscription to unlock a world of endless drama to enjoy Novella E, now available on your Nyota bouquet. Dive into blockbuster movies with the launch of TNT, your new home of big screen hits. And for the little ones, a world of non-stop fun on Cartoon Network. Now on Star Times.
That's more like it.
Renew your subscription for non-stop entertainment, drama, sports, movies, kids, reality, and news. Download the Star Times On app to enjoy all your favorite shows and stream live channels on the move. Star Times. Enjoy digital life.
From 11th June to 19th July, everything can wait. The FIFA World Cup 2026. Get DSTV access for as little as 1,450 Kenya shillings today.
Over 1,900 games brought us here, but history doesn't care about the journey.
The Premier League is the best league in the world.
La Liga is far and beyond the biggest winner.
It only remembers how it ends. You bought it. 8 titles. 1 month of mayhem to decide them all. Stay connected and watch DSTV to catch the football season finale this May. It's on.
Naitun kila soet kila kumut kasi. So kila kumut kasi ketuitosi kibaibaitin kakirikta weekend, stories sio mingi, yani chang tuguk chetesetai lakini stories sio mingi. Karibia weekend ako chitugul ko weekend ko kasarta noton nebo boiboiyet. So nomiten tuan studio betutab rani ko Gilbert Kiproti the G ako kakimiten kebeberta noton nebo what's trending kakeng'alalen choton ko tuguk chekotestai en wikit. Kakibe kebeberta noton nebo Talent Central. Ako Talent Central ketoche tienik tugul inye ko itindet kotimoche inyon ketesyin noton nebo Kass TV iwe page noton nebo netesetai en Facebook ak ihiten inbox ak imwa kityo kile itienindet anum ako moche anyo studio kerichen yaut stu inye ak ityon ketachin inyon ketesyin noton nebo Kass TV. So maui inye ko upcoming artist, inye ko legend ikose tenyon ketesyin noton nebo Kass TV u page noton nebo netesetai en Facebook ak isirwech kityo sirutiet en yon ile moche inyon ketesyin noton nebo Kass TV ketochin. Ako timi kora Facebook icheng Gilbert Kiproti the G ak ifollowen on en yon niton asikobit keyai tuye tugul kemwa one in yon. Ikorong netai ko kamoche ine alenji korong ine kwana nebo Manchester United. Ingele ine kaker ale nonye ak ine ak Chelsea nebo Arsenal ngamun ine so kokewinen noton ko Premier League 2025-2026. So taketindoi 365 days choton cheki champions. So koki Arsenal. So kibur for 22 years komakiib any trophy komakiib Premier League, but now we thank God tumechukua ako biik chechang che feel ni pain saiti kole no ko Manchester United. I don't know why. Siko biik choton chebo Manchester United ko makwe champion. I don't know why. So nimeamua leo kukuja na jezi at least ni represent team yangu Arsenal ako igere ile maya kasit kararan. Okitokyinigei kora Champions League. So mi Champions League tayono so akuangen ale kora in one way or the other ko mara keiku kora mara keyot kora kombe noton nebo Champions League. So en betutab raini angen ale kotimiten nyumbani yon ak ilele ng'o tondet nekonyo studio en betutab raini ketindoi noton ko Pamwai Junior. So Pamwai Junior ko sikwarorweigei inendet amun non ale biik chechang kongen Pamwai legend, Pamwai Egon legend ko sikomwawech inendet kole sikokurengei Pamwai Junior ko ne mara ko ng'o Pamwai inendet sikomwawech inendet so kakitach konyo studio en betutab raini. Ko tindoi tebutiet age tugul koityi Pamwai Junior iwe page noton nebo netesetai en Facebook ak iker pichainik kakiposten en yono ak ikomenten en ng'weny kityo kitep tebutiet age tugul koityi Pamwai Junior utakuja nisome alafu nimuulizie asikobit kowalun inendet. Itagat Pamwai Junior?
Kongoi kabisa.
Angen ale industry kongen biik chechang koi Pamwai Junior. Konutik korong ko ng'o ako kakwono?
Kainenyun kekurenon Emmanuel Kimutai Ng'etich. Anayobu Kaplong.
Ano en Kaplong?
Ayobu town around town yondon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sawa. So en chito noton nemiten en Kaplong kotebe kole ine ano ne en Kaplong kokwet ainon en Kaplong anan imi town?
Ami town ine town wareng yono. Kotomo abete en yondon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
ngemwa nebo Bomet.
Okay. Ngemwa akobo ine Pamwai Junior ko mara ko biik chechang ko mongen kole mara kimi sukul ano kisomanen ano kotait ano.
So ane ko Bamwan so kurenge bamwa ko my real father.
Ko bamwa yego.
Ko bamwa yego nang the Emily chep chumba la kwani mboge yo yamune mama ya. Yeah. So my real father ne that time. So ngalekab sukul ko kimagele kianget kingele kinangeon wages. Kuna nanyon ko mami school fees, mami chekelipanen chebo sukul. Nibare wele mwalimu ne
en atany no class gimi
ane ele kianamen ko class ele kianamen ko kianamen Kaplan Boys primary school. Kongeten class 7 ako class kongeten Nazareth ako class 7 kile nyona ako kaka kile siongre aba ko kimop chama anyotana kimok na me gengele chitab tong nebo ka moname ak nebo chitab ak moname abs so aba somanen yoton kongeten class 8 artistan sugulishek ko kine kiame metit ko kiamane kaplong amun kiangel ami kaplong asomani na mato amun biik chemi kaplong ko follow na kosetat so kine kiyai kile nyam artistan sikulis en kya sikula nemi yundanis abara ale itasi ni wekta na ina mna somani komye
kimema tinye ina kimema kisipte ni wasio giroi
kimama sio ngiro amun kimonge kyoite yota 2023 kimonge so en class it korong ile kinamde semama chusi aburen yoton kiamil lebare laluat ko kinangele chita nebo town kongele kongen tuguk chechang
kakimut kipsoiwetab town kimut
kwaresa ba aya ngele nimut chito terter le burto chito sak kwaresa ba ko kimi lakwa ngele ane ko kimi lakwa ne kimiten yoton tun kotamis kole nekimi class yoton
nekisomani twan sio ngiro ana laluat
kyo laluat katare
koro
kole sio ngiro sana sikeba katare aya ko tun ngel lakwa ne ngele kitu kimoimachane en class kora
kibitundo ano chukyi nebo mamachin chi en class oi lakwetab sukul ak inye o lagok chomi tun kosomani
kiriker sin ile ni ngeba town ngibur sin town ni ngibur sin town yan kabakten musasis en obrak patiem tendon kabisa meker kamet meliana so yebur en town makinete town lekiburta ak wanafunzi wengine so ngele nangi kirkirenes chombo chitugul ngele nano so kirkirenes ak biik alak ko nano titing kidogo nan kole mara ngokeren chito lakwet age tugul ak omyak ngele omyak boys korortin akoratyin aibu ko nano tasomut ke ko kitakikonon betunoto nanasom kotatun kolian komamachan chitugul any en class ko kimanekan kora kimi lagok alak kimamachan ane kumatil tamaa tungete kingiyokte tung'et kimi